needs to happen?
You tell me.
Your sting to play us out?
That's correct. That's correct. You're such a camera professional, Mom Brain.
Did you post a tweet?
You could go down more than that. That's good. That's good. Beautiful.
Did you post to Twitter?
I didn't post to Twitter yet because I had to go live first. Now,
did you mention the Greenlit Podcast Network yet?
not yet. I will. Okay, that's good. Okay, this is good.
What a hole.
Let me do this.
Can we wrap this up? I rented Fat Man, and I want to get back to it.
Fat Man and Little Boy.
Beautiful.
Or Jake and the Fat Man. The series.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Jake and the Man of Size. Or no, wait, Jake and the Thick Boy. Yeah, if they remade Jake and the Fat Man, that's what they'd call it.
Oh man. Okay. Let's all right, everybody on mute. I'm having problems here. I don't know why. 800 shows, still can't get it together. That's good. That's good. Yeah, right. Okay, all right, I'm ready.
Sure, you'll blame one of us.
I blame Nikki Hill. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast Webisode 800. Yeah, this is the Necrozma Podcast. The Go Nintendo Podcast is a part of the Greenlit Podcast Network at greenlitpodcast.com. Mom Brain.
Lock the door and turn the lights down low.
Tell us about Necrozma, please.
With pleasure. It looks somehow pained as it rages around in search of light, which serves as its energy. It's apparently from another world. It is 7 feet, almost.
My Sharuba.
It's almost 8 feet tall. Weighs 507 pounds. I would imagine that's an average, right? Not every single one is.
Well, I'm not a Pokemon expert, but I'll have to agree. Yes.
Get Professor Pokemon on the horn.
Well, you do know Professor Pokemon. Also, there's a mistake in there. There should be a space at the very Got
it.
Okay.
The gender is unknown. The category is Prism. The abilities include Prism Armor.
It's pronounced prison, Mom Brain. Prison armor. Gotta put on my prison armor.
Yes.
Oh, that's it?
Yes.
Thanks, Mom Brain.
The pleasure was mine entirely. All 800 times I've done that.
I was going to say, have you been on all 800 episodes? But you have not.
I have not.
Have I? I have.
Yes.
Holy moly.
I think that I'd probably be second in number of podcasts attended.
I don't. Okay, if you say so.
Second place is the first loser.
I was going to say, I'm sure there might be some people that.
I guess Dew wanted to start some beef.
Episode 800 begins the beef between Dew Michaels and Mom Brain. The beef between Nikki Hill and Mom Brain is over.
Has been laid to rest.
That's right. Wait a minute. Oh. Nintendo has joined. I can't hear her, but I can see her. She's walking the dog.
Hello.
Oh, there she is. You can finish up walking the dog and get home. It's okay.
It's not the dog. That's our niece you're talking about. She's a name.
All right. Well, I'll be home in 5 minutes. So.
Okay, you do that.
Then.
We'll see you in 5.
Bye-bye.
We do have Dew Michaels here. Hello, Dew.
Ooh.
How are you doing?
That's really funny. You could say I'm very Michaels today.
Oh!
I mean, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. I'm very good today.
This is the kind of humor you can expect from the Go Nintendo podcast going forward from episode 8.
It's lasted for 800 shows.
Nikki Hill is here. Hello, Nikki Hill. How are you?
Hey, Meat, how you doing?
Hey, Nikki Hill, thanks for joining us on Good Little Podcast of the Webisode 800.
Yeah, thanks for joining in on the voice change because for the next 800 episodes, I'm going to be doing this voice. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and radio shows. It's really popular.
We need like gongs and slide whistles and stuff. Toilet flushing. There you go. That's what we need. Kirby is here. Hello, Kirby. How are you?
Good. I was just going to say, how did we make it to 800 shows and never ask without asking Dew how he's doing.
I know, right? It just hit me.
You sure it
hit
hasn't
me
happened
today.
once before?
I've gotten a newfound inspiration with episode.
I think
800.
I would remember, a bit of comedy gold like that if we had done it already.
Thank you, Kirby. And Josh Grobot is here as well. How are you, Josh?
We'll just have to wait and
Okay.
see.
I mean, he left a very nice note for the start of the podcast today, so I'll take that. But
I'm feeling so great. Thanks for
oh,
asking.
Josh, that's what I like to hear. And then most importantly, hello to Autumnal Blake and Guy Bones and Mike and Television and Anastasia Beaverhausen, Ridley Soria, Hiley and Tom, Stephazon, Nico Darunia, Giant Reggie, Roth, Joe Shabadoo, highly unlikely. Did I say highly and Tom? Let's say it again. Double D, Smoke It Man. Smoke It Man, I saw that you registered for the site today. We will take care of that. Firequackers, holy moly, Double D, Afternews, Burn and Cheese. We got everybody in here for 200 for 800. Hello, Spaniel. Thanks for finally catching the podcast live. We appreciate it. And Joe is cool. And oh man, whoever else I can't say, I apologize. I'll get you as you comment, I promise. But yeah, everyone is here. That's right, Smash Brothers. Everyone is here. We did it, guys. And Steel Diver's here. Steel Diver said, and Steel Diver. Yes. We made it to 800. We have done 800 podcasts. We have done one every week since we started without missing one.
That's just over 15 years.
We've done them from the streets. We've done them from the rooftops of hotels.
We did it from the Philly Prince's bedroom.
We did it from a bedroom. Yes, we've done it in the basement. We've done it in this new podcast room. We did it in the old place.
But where did you record all the shows?
Hey-o! Where's that rim shot?
Don't forget the warehouse.
I was going to call it a rim job. Hit that rim job.
But of course, it all started in the GoNintendo warehouse.
Yep, which belongs to somebody else now. That's what we should have done. We should have went there and been like, hey, for old time's sake, can we have just one walk around and actually do the podcast in there? Hello, Freddie Fro, with the old York peppermint patty table.
Yeah.
And Banana Lube. Hello, Wolfric Chaser. And a whole bunch of people. You guys have sent in a whole bunch of lovely comments and questions and all that good stuff. So I figured that's what the bulk of today's show would be. Stuff from you, because we wouldn't be doing the podcast if it weren't for you guys. But also, there will be burps. There will be something you guys requested will be coming later today. I promise. Don't worry if you were like, oh, I thought they were going to do this. We are going to do that. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you're just going to have to wait and see. But there's something coming later in the show, which should be quite exciting. Yes, Mom Brain. Hello, Video Game Guru.
What's Hiley and Tom wanted to remind us that we have lost a very important member of the crew.
Buddy of the podcast, though?
Along the way.
Oh, I think of him every day.
And Hiley and Tom wanted to make sure that there was a shout out to Buddy.
I don't know. Yes, Stephazon. I'm doing Rummy Cowboy. I'm doing Rummy Cowboy. I'm doing Sephiroth cosplay later in the show. That's what everybody's waiting for. He's here. The spirit of Buddy is here. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever said it on podcast, but I have my necklace where I wear a million different rings and everything. But I have Buddy's old leash on my necklace. I was going to say on my collar, on my necklace. It's like the hook for his leash. I've had it since I moved out of my parents' house. When I was leaving my parents' house, they had Buddy's leash. Obviously, he had already passed away. And I didn't tell him because I didn't want them to say no. So I just cut the thing off the leash and put it on my necklace. Hello, Rosemary, the farmer. Good to see you. All right. So yes, we have a lot of stuff from you guys. Thank you very much. I have on.
And then your parents went to get another dog, and they went to put it on the leash, and the dog ran away because they couldn't latch him onto the leash.
That's the joke. I thought there was going to be like some terrible pun in there, but it was just
no. There's no pun. They just lost another dog.
It was just a statement.
If only you told them. Am I right?
I on purpose, for the most part, did not read these emails beforehand. There were a couple I had to because there were attachments, but I wanted to get them live. So we're going to go through what you guys sent over. So thank you very much, everybody who sent stuff either on GoNintendo or to the email or to the Patreon. I greatly appreciate it. There is a lot. And the first one comes from Shawnick the Hedgehog. Shaunik says, this message is long overdue, but I wanted to share a Mango JoJo's update with you. As I can tell that Mom Brain has been racked with guilt because her suggestion led to me purchasing and tasting the disgusting Mango JoJo's that have been discussed so many times on the podcast lately. Yes, I will say episode, if we're talking about the last 100 episodes, one of the highlights as far as bits goes is the Mango JoJo's. Just want to let Mom Brain know she does not need to feel guilty, as I was able to return the Mango JoJo's. What?
Oh yeah, Trader Joe's takes anything back. If
Even
you don't
after
like
you
it,
open it?
I'm pretty sure.
You could eat like 3 cookies out of it and be
pretty
like,
sure.
oh, I don't want. Really? Able to return to Mango JoJo's for a refund the same week I purchased them. Excuse me. And use those funds to purchase delicious speculoos cookie butter.
Speculous.
So he just let Mom Brain live without sleeping, worried about this for weeks and weeks, and now he's letting her know that he returned them?
You gotta let that guilt build up because it's so much sweeter when you get rid of it. He says, so no harm done. I meant to update the podcast crew on this Mango JoJo happening weeks and weeks ago, but this last couple months have been very crazy. We discovered this fall that my wife and I are expecting our first child in June next year. Congratulations.
I wonder when in June. My birthday's in June, and so is Michael's.
And I have been slammed with work as I'm in my second to last semester of nursing school. I suggest the name for the baby, and it is Mango JoJo, of course.
JoJo.
JoJo.
Or
JoJo could be
Frank.
JoJo could be a boy or a girl's name, right?
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
JoJo's.
June, that's mango season, I believe. Season child, huh?
I would just like to interrupt that. Dew was born on my birthday.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Well, Nintendo has joined us again.
Years before you were even a thing.
Yeah,
I was born on your birthday.
I got to side with Dew. Dew and Nintendo share the same birthday, but Dew was what, 8 years earlier? 9 years earlier?
Yeah, Dew gets
or no, 4 years. 4
4
years. Sorry.
Boy,
4.
you're really aging for it, Dew.
Sorry. I believe it was 20 years before Nintendo. Anyway, yeah, JoJo is a boy and a girl's name because there's JoJo Siwa and there's Mojo JoJo, which is a man monkey. I also wanted to say thank you to the whole GoNintendo crew for keeping me sane during this pandemic and very stressful. Helping keep me sane during this pandemic, which has been a very stressful and crazy time. I regularly have 90-minute long commutes to my nursing clinical sites, and I always listen to the podcast during those long drives. The fact that trying Mom Brain's fun little experiment at Trader Joe's led to weeks of irreverent seasonal cookie discussions, which still make me mad, made me laugh every time during those long drives and made me feel like I was a part of the podcast at a time when we are so socially distanced out of necessity. Thanks for all that you do. Love the show. Most of all, Mango JoJo's suck. Well, thank you very much, Shaunik. When the time comes when we can once again try Mango JoJo's, or for the first time try Mango JoJo's, I promise we will do that. Now, does that mean we could track down his Trader Joe's and find the one box of returned Mango JoJo's and try them for ourselves?
I can't believe they're accepting like opened merchandise during a pandemic.
That blows my mind, right? I thought they'd make a certain.
Well, I'm sure they just toss it. It's not like they're.
I would hope so.
No, somebody's taking that home. Next from Tom Sawyer. Tom says, hey, Raw Meat, Mom Brain, and crew, 800 times that you committed to giving us entertainment, laughs, and joy. The passion you have for not only gaming, but life makes me tune in week after week. I've been listening on the same iPod for so long. I usually put it under my pillow when I fall asleep while listening. Oh, you are like the tooth fairy of Nintendo podcasts. That's amazing. That's our new catchphrase. Thanks for the past memories and for the future ones to come. One more thing, past, present, and future. Is that considered a sandwich of time? Past, present, and future. Yeah. Yes. That's a sandwich of time. I'll take it.
I'll say no. That's not a sandwich.
There needs to be bread involved, right?
Past, present, and time are the meat. You need bread on either side. So,
I mean, but cookies are considered a cookie sandwich, right? Like an Oreo is a cookie sandwich, and that's not bread. It's a cookie.
Oh yeah.
That's true. So you need at least a cookie or bread.
You know, we've been like arguing
about
sandwich rules for so long, and I've like completely forgotten what we've even like been able to agree on.
Well, I forgive you for forgetting throughout 800 episodes of the show.
Okay.
There doesn't need to be bread, because think about that chicken sandwich thing that they had. That was like just 2 chicken breasts
double
with
down,
stuff in the middle.
Lube's famous double down, and Nikki Hilt had it as well, right?
Yeah.
He survived.
Jesus Christ, he's really going to do this.
Yeah,
It's
Nicky
like
Hill.
Robert Downey Jr. the way he's like committing to this character.
Yeah, right. Method actor.
Yeah.
I'm not committing to anything if it has become who I am.
Next email comes from Alan and Jens. They say, hi, just want to say congratulations to you on reaching your 800th podcast episode. An amazing achievement from a wonderful website with all our very best from Germany. Thank you so much.
Wow.
I feel like I accidentally cut out part of this email, which is going to get me in trouble. But the next one comes from Autumnal Blake. They sent a whole bunch of questions. And they wanted music played as well. I added the music to the soundboard because I actually remembered this time. So, Mom Brain, there should be one called Music 1. You might need to turn it down. I don't know how loud it's going to be.
It's just called. There's one that's called Music.
All right. So, hold on. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. Hold on. Nintendo, are you ready for some questions? We'll start with you. Good to know.
Yes, off mute. Hello. Yes, off mute.
We'll start with you, Nintendo. All right, Mom Brain, hit that music. Let's see if we need to adjust it. Turn it down a considerable amount. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. All right, Nintendo. Who does Reggie fill? Because we know his name is Reggie Fills a May.
What?
Next question. Best soundboard clip?
Anything that I'm involved in, which is none of them.
What happened to Go Nintendo Podcast episode 37?
What?
Yeah, what did happen? I don't know. It's lost in the ether somewhere.
Well, I participated in it.
All right, Nintendo. Here's one you can answer. Best snack for listening to the podcast?
Thankfully, something I know about. I'm gonna have to say either. It's a tie between pickles and brownies, but only if washed down with a cool glass of tomato juice.
Oh, God. Is a docked switch a sandwich? Ooh.
Well, you know the answer is no, but I don't know what Rami thinks about that.
The answer is yes. We'll give you one more, Nintendo. What score are we going to get in the music section this week?
Ooh.
Possible out of 10.
Let's do 8 out of 10.
Whoa! All right, Nikki Hill, I'm turning to you. Thank you, Nintendo. Nikki Hill.
Can I answer those last questions?
Oh, God. What single flaw can cause a game to get a 2 out of 10?
No internet.
That's right. Best video game adaptation of a game show.
Wheel of Fortune.
Which category?
By best, I mean like worst, right?
You tell me.
Are these tongue in cheek?
Which category?
Wait, who's talking now? The voice is just.
Sorry, yeah.
Who is this guy?
Which category of the cube rule of foods is objectively the best?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Which category of the cube rule of foods is objectively the best?
I've got no idea what
Thank
that
you,
is.
Nikki Hill. What would you do with 2 plain pizzas and 1 pepperoni pizza in detention?
Well, is there a freezer involved?
What would be the
I'd eat the pepperoni and leave the plate.
what would be the ideal Hello Kitty 3DS theme for Mom Brain?
Hello Kitty unicorns.
Oh, thank you, Nikki Hill. Do I'm turning to you.
Well, you're gonna regret it.
Through what nefarious means does Do come across his rumors?
They're true. I get them from video game sources and from presidents of companies, and I mean it's a very intricate process. I've got a big net out there. My fingers are in every pie.
What game can you never guess the songs from?
Lee Carvello's putting challenge.
Describe the pleasant aroma of an RMC burp.
It sounds much how it smells. Wait, the aroma? The aroma?
Yes, the aroma.
Okay, it's lavender.
Thank you. What would be your dream collab between world's greatest singer Josh Groban and another artist?
I would say probably Kid Rock.
Oh, Just real quickly, Josh, how do you feel about that? You and Kid Rock.
Ball with the ball.
All right, Mom Rain. I won't. We got to turn the volume up for Josh. Okay, Josh. Thank you. We'll get you next time. Let's go to Kirby. Are you ready, Kirby?
Oh no, I'm so nervous.
I'll only give you a few. Don't worry.
Okay.
What has Autumnal Blake been playing this week?
This past week?
Yeah.
Oh boy. I'm gonna guess maybe Animal Crossing.
Can you tell us about Mr. Mime?
Yeah, he sounds like this, Mr. Mime. And I believe we came up with a fan theory that he's banging Ash's mom or something.
That's correct. I don't think it's a theory. I think that's fact.
It's canon.
One more. If new segment cool was repurposed, what would it be?
Maybe new segment uncool.
Oh, I like that.
Where we talk about something that sucks, I guess.
All right, thank you, Kirby. Mom Brain, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Who from the chat would you go on a date with?
Anastasia Beaverhausen.
Wow.
Or Afternoons.
What doesn't NPD stand for?
National Policy Developers.
Where is Jason hiding in the podcast room?
Right behind Raw Meat.
Design a new Mega Man Robot Master. We just did this recently.
Catman. He shoots hairballs at you.
How does this week's European download section affect you emotionally?
I'm neutral.
Wow. All right. I'm going to take over the last three. What happens after the podcast live stream ends? For real.
Pants come off.
I usually, get more naked and I eat food and I do a little work and then take a nap. And this one is for everybody. What's your favorite podcast memory? All right. Stop that music. Turn the soundboard up again. I think you did 3 or 4 clicks.
I did 3.
Favorite podcast memory? That's a good loaded question. There are many. The birth of Josh Grobot is one of my favorites because I just beep beep. I love Josh Grobot. Lube in the banana suit is one that I'll never forget. The webcam hat was one that I will also never forget. The podcast from the street, obviously.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. It's for everybody.
I had to clear that milk bubble out of my throat. Sorry about that earlier. So it may have been the 35th webisode, the one that crashed, your computer crashed and everything got erased and we fell asleep and then you fixed it and we came back and I was delirious.
Yeah, I do remember that. You're right. Anybody else?
I remember, we play it every single time we do music now, but didn't we come up with that live? Didn't that just happen? I got music. You want to hear it?
I believe we did. Yes. Yeah. That live.
Happened all live. And you were playing with RMC. You were playing with that weird little instrument. And
Bebot. Yes.
That was Bebot.
Oh yeah, Bebot.
Yeah, that I remember doing that. And it's, I'm just so happy that we play it every week. But yeah, that's one of my favorites.
It is a great jingle, and we do need to bring back Bebot. That's a very good point. Well, if anybody else has,
I remember one thing.
Go ahead.
Just over 15 years ago, Raw Meat Cowboy was like, "Hey, for my new website, I was thinking about doing a podcast. Do you think you would be interested in doing it? We'll probably do it once a week or something." And I said, "What's a podcast?"
And 15 years later, I still don't know.
And I still don't know how this stuff works. But yeah, I remember it was and you were like, it's kind of like a radio show, but people record it and then it gets downloaded to iPods. And I was like, what's an iPod?
Do Michaels, I want you to know that in the chat, people are talking about, or Nintendo specifically is talking about the Trail of Tears story and the Butt Nut story.
Well, those, yes, I lost. I forgot that I even told those stories on the podcast. Those are just kind of stories that happened to me, but I'm glad that they had an impact on your life because they certainly had an impact on mine.
Picture.
I believe the butt nut story is a story we can say was both sweet and sour. All right, thank you, Autumnal Blake.
The 100th podcast party.
Oh yes,
It's
I do remember that. It was a different time. Yeah, so when I look back on that now, I am horrified because I was responsible for all those people, and
700 weeks ago. It was a different time.
People came from all over the country to go to that, and man, I could not imagine doing that now. With the amount of like safety precaution. I'm not even talking about pandemic. I'm just talking about in general. Holy crap! I don't get like a whole team or something to do that. That's too. Oh, man. Can't believe we did that.
Well, how many? I mean, there's only probably like 15 more people listening than there were then, right?
I would say 15 less, but Evan has
even less now that I did that voice for like.
Right. Evan says, "Congrats on 800. I remember telling my friends that you all read my message on the 200th podcast. We all thought that was super cool. I can't believe 600 episodes have passed since then. Even though I don't tune as much as I used to, I always have a great time tuning in. Thanks for being a constant source of positivity and fun in my life for such a long time. 13 years reading GoNintendo for me. See ya at 900. Well, thank you, Evan. That's great, man. 13 years.
Oh my gosh, Toasty.
Whoa,
picture. Look at how young we were.
Oh man,
man, I look great in that dress.
Oh my gosh.
What sandals are those, Raw Meat? Those are some dad
Divas.
Yeah, they were the ones that Mom Brain hated, and then I switched to something she hates even more.
Can I mention a favorite memory?
All right, please, Kirby, go right ahead.
I was gonna say, well, basically any episode where Mom Brain like laughs uncontrollably at something is always great. But I remember like this might have been the first time it actually happened. We were recording at the warehouse, and I think like somebody submitted a question about like I think it was something to do with cow flatulence or something, and she just like started cracking up, and like whenever she does that, it makes me laugh, and it's so funny.
It's cow fart sounds pretty much on brand for us, so I agree. I got what you said. I'm doing it right now. 1 second.
Yeah, the reason I texted you about it is because I didn't want to disrupt the podcast, but you brought it up, so.
Well, it takes a second. I'm sorry.
It's nothing nefarious. I just wanted to see the photograph.
Guy Bones says, "Congrats, podcast crew, for the festivities. Here is a short compilation of out-of-context clips from 700 to 799. If it is too raunchy, whoops, blame yourselves. You said it." Honestly, this is the best podcast around. Keep up the burps and the laughs. Oh, we'll keep up the burps without a doubt. That I can promise. Laughs, I can't. Mom Brain, I believe it. There we go. I believe it is. What is? Can you look at the soundboard, please? There's two of them. Mom Brain's busy typing up a note to some cat or something.
Wanted, to know who was in the picture. Go for it. What did you need to know?
I need you to play something on the soundboard. We're playing out of context clips, courtesy of Guy Bones.
We have audio 1 and audio 2.
I'm going to guess it's 1. Mom Brain, are you ready?
I am ready.
I'm ready to suck.
Clenching his butt.
Butthole. I want to love you with my genitals. Tickle my rotum.
Oh.
We want 4 skins. How could you resist it?
I'm trying to get my daisy up.
Have you seen my thighs?
saw it. This is so long. 8 inches.
A star-like tip.
It's going to work your ass out.
You little pillow?
You know, hemorrhoid.
He has a butthole just like your butthole, just like my butthole.
And I'm all like, I'm going to say 85% in my boxers and nothing else. And EA, that deep Josh at the end. It's good.
I like a good stuffing.
Like so many deep. Burned your weenie.
I got eczema on my penis.
Oh man, that end one is great. I have eczema on my penis. Man,
I'm a wish.
That's wonderful.
And those gems are just from the last 100 episodes. That's what you're missing out on. Thank you, Guy Bones. That was amazing. Voodoo Thursday says, hey folks, Voodoo Thur here, but I'm going to guess it's Voodoo Thursday because that's how I know them. For the last 13 years, You Fine Bunch have been a staple of my weekends and a background noise to much of my off time. Interestingly enough, all thanks to our good friends at Sony. It was one of the hot summer's eve in 2007. Webisode 99 downloaded itself and autoplayed on my PSP after I'd idly added the site's RSS feeds the week prior. Once I figured out where all the whooping and hollering was coming from, I plugged my headphones in, and for the next hour and a half, I was whisked away to a faraway New Jersey basement with a bunch of guys and gals chatting about what they love. I'd like to thank all you from the bottom of my keister for 800 straight weeks of primo banter and the best combination Nintendo sandwich podcast out there. I've been contemplating a piece of art celebrating the podcast and its members past and present for a good 10 years now. And once again, the 100 episode mark has caught me short. Please enjoy this loving tribute in the meantime to the main man himself, inspired by the fine work of Crazy Colonel. The artwork is amazing. I can't show it to you guys now, but it's Sonic the Hedgehog related. I will post it on Twitter after the show. It's unbelievable. It is a glorious version of me in Crocs and everything. I emailed Voodoo Thursday because I saw the attachment and I was like, thank you so much. I promise I will share that with you guys, but thank you for the artwork and the email, Voodoo. Joe Shabadoo says 800. I'm not even sure Josh Grobot can count that high. Just kidding. Love you, Josh. Josh, you okay with that, buddy? Never mind.
I'm 800.
Sure, whatever.
I'm going to try and keep this brief for everyone's sake, but felt compared to share a memory and some love for the crew. Despite the fact that I was a casual visitor going back to the Blogspot days, my first podcast was around E3 2007, one of the more unique ones, as it was just you and Nikki Hill recording from E3 on the hotel rooftop, if I recall correctly. Yes, that is true.
Didn't someone draw that?
I don't remember. If this wasn't you guys, it must have been. No, it was us.
They did a 3D rendering.
I was listening on a run during my very early days of realizing my passion for distance running. The casual but inviting and funny rapport that you two had was exactly what I didn't know I wanted to accompany my runs, and I instantly felt like I've known you guys for a while. While I'm just a bit younger at age 35, the generational appreciation for stuff like Tim and Eric, MST3K, 90s slapstick comedies, and old school Adult Swim was right in line with my in real life friend groups. The difference was that you guys, or at least Raw Meat for sure, was smitten with Nintendo as I had been for years. I was finishing up my college days and quickly got to the point where I would make sure to never miss a single post or update on the site. To have that much free time again. Mm-hmm. Fast forward in time to the era of the pod in which you began to read the first comment after each top story. The Wii was flying high and the eShop wasn't even called the eShop yet. Our friend Do was taking care of updates on Wednesday nights. This was also a point in time where Nintendo America released the Virtual Console, WiiWare, and DSiWare titles on Monday. He says, don't worry, I'm building to something. Personally speaking, I was living at home, paying down student loan debt, juggling a paid internship and temp jobs, generally unsure of my direction in life amidst a terrible job market and various other personal hardships that I don't need to detail. I was running long distances, sometimes twice a day, and the podcast was always there for me weekly. I already felt so connected to the people I had never met, and without really knowing it, I wanted to find a way to contribute to and feel more connected to this thing and these people I loved. And thusly, henceforth, for a little while, the Friday Edit Mini Review was born. Every Monday in the wee hours of the morning, like clockwork within a 5 to 10 minute window, RMC would post a press release for North American digital releases. Being a borderline insomniac whose life was totally put together, I would wait for it and make sure I secured the first comment. It was usually a brief, silly, and hopeful, witty placeholder. From then, I had the week to play through a downloadable title and share some thoughts. The first official mini review was for episode 274. For as minor as it was in the scheme of things, it's tough for me to express how much it helped me through a really difficult time. Some might have seen it as a way to take advantage of the system you put in place, but this weekly novelty was a creative outlet for me and a chance to feel as though I was giving back to all you while feeling a bit more connected. If a few people got some insight to inform their spending of Nintendo points, even better. Also, the old SLU, which was coined in episode 265, bummed me out, and I wanted to change the convo on WiiWare, DSiWare. Some people somewhere worked really hard on plenty of those games, you know? I kind of got choked up thinking back on it because typing this. I kind of got choked up thinking back on it and typing this, which is making me laugh because it's so stupid. Sadly, it wasn't too long before Nintendo moved digital releases forward for Monday, and my employment situation didn't allow for the mini reviews any longer. I do think about the fact that you continue to read the first comments, and they are rarely dominated by vitriol and bad vibes. It's a testament to the great community you fostered here over the years. Let me wrap up because this has already dragged on way too long, but I love you all, consider you extended family, and now my life has been richer ever since I found Nintendo Now all those years ago. Keep giving allergies the boot. P.S. Remember the time I joined the podcast Google Hangout video chat shirtless from my job cubicle while eating halal street cart lunch? I do. Remember. The most important part of that message is the give allergies the boot. What the hell's the name of that company?
Zyzal.
Goddamn Zyzal. What a waste. What a waste. Man, him bringing it up makes me so angry.
Oh, boy. Thanks a lot for that.
Well, Joe Shabadoo, I'm glad that our little thing could provide you with some solace in those times. And if you ever want to bring back those mini reviews on any day, you can email me directly, and I'll make sure I read them on the podcast. It would be my pleasure.
Oh, yeah. Didn't I get to meet Joe Shabadoo once when we were in the city?
Yeah.
I would imagine, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen them multiple times, but yeah, you had to be there for one of them.
That was, I think I only met him that one time, but... Nice guy.
All right, we'll do one more and then we'll do our ad break. Nintendo. It's pretty incredible that you've maintained a weekly podcast for 800 episodes. That's over 15 years of pod. I'm turning 30 next month, and it's kind of crazy to realize that GoNintendo has been a part of my life for nearly half of it. That's how I feel. Through thick and thin, the podcast crew has been a beacon of positivity, laughs, and comfort. You've been crooning in my ear holes since high school, through college, and now every weekend as a miserable corporate stooge. The GoNintendo podcast is a rare treat, and it honestly makes me feel like you're all extended family at this point. Oh, here you go. I would also like to give a particularly special shout out to Do Michaels.
Ooh.
I was devastated when he moved and left the show because he brings such an incredible energy to the show. Having him make his grand virtual return in 2020 has truly been the highlight of this challenging year. I can safely say we were all devastated when Do Michaels left, but yes, it is lovely to have him back virtually. Thank you for being here, Do.
That's really nice of you to say. Thank you. I mean, I always felt like it was my pleasure to be here, and I'm the lucky one. But hearing something like that, it's very sweet.
Well, as you know, as friends, our jobs are to all pleasure each other. I've also been around long enough to remember Nintendo as a regular on the show, so it's been a genuine treat to hear her back as well. Nintendo,
that's so nice. We're talking about our corporate stoogery in the chat.
And of course, I love Nikki Hill, Kirby, Mom Brain, and other regulars on the show. The pod doesn't really feel the same without them. Their uniquely entertaining personalities, insights, and banter are the best. I do miss Lube, though. I know he has a busy life smashing stuff with big hammers and all, but it's always a great show when he's on. Well, let me stop right here. I have a very exciting announcement that just was broke this week concerning Lube. It has been a meme for many podcasts now that Lube has a phone that is not capable of anything. But as of later today, Lube will be joining the smartphone revolution. He's getting a smartphone. We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's Android or iPhone, but he is getting a smartphone, which means... What was that?
It's a Blacko phone. He's getting a Razor or something.
Which means he will be able to join the podcast virtually. So as soon as he is not working, we will have Lube on the show. I was very excited to share that.
What phone was he using previously? A flip phone?
He got a phone. This is not a joke, Nintendo. The last time he bought a phone was when the first Matrix movie came out, and he went into the phone store and asked them for the Matrix phone as a joke because he's like, I want the phone Keanu has. And in that store, they had a phone that was called the Matrix. It was the Pantech Matrix, and they gave him that phone, and he just accepted it.
Oh my God!
He's had it since
1999?
then. Yes, that was his last phone purchase.
Yeah, this is the guy who intentionally bought like the ugliest color car he could find.
That is correct.
No, not the ugliest color, the ugliest design.
Yeah. And the only reason he's getting a new phone is because just recently his Pantech has he can no longer hear people on calls, so he decided it was time to move
I mean,
on.
just get a jitterbug.
That's a good idea.
I gotta say though, like that's impressive for a phone to last that long.
I agree.
I know, right? Yeah, iPhones don't
I'll be
last that
buying
long.
tech phones, right?
He is a man on the move as well, so.
I also have to say he's been waiting for a call from either Trinity or Morpheus to get him out of this. I haven't called him yet.
That is funny. There have been other guests on the show over the years, from Stinky Bishop to PC and R-Type and anyone else I can't think of as I type this, but the family of friends you have cultivated over the years is nothing short of amazing. And the fact that you are all willing to give up a few hours of your weekends to do the show is truly something special. Here's the thing. The thing is, I can't imagine a life without the GoNintendo podcast, and I hope you all know that and believe that you are amazing. And yes, Josh Crowbot, you as well. Love you all. Thank you very much, Nintendo.
That was a really great
It
story.
was. You're right. All right, Mom Brain, can you hit me with the jingles, and then we'll get back into it.
Come on, guys. We're going to be late for class.
Oh, darn. Not on our first day.
Don't worry. I pressurized all of our bike tires to optimal PSI for speed.
Wow. So we should be able to average 9.6 miles per hour, which should get us to class on time. We love Podford University for teaching us these skills.
Podford University, iTunes, Spotify, and everywhere you get podcasts.
Hello, everyone. We're Superhero Stuff You Should Know. And if you think you know about superheroes and comic books, think again.
We got romance. We got action.
Romance?
We got comedy. We got everything you need, man. Come on down to Superhero Stuff You Should Know for all your superhero needs.
I don't know about this romance. What part are you talking about?
We've got all kinds of sketches and then deep dives on top of that. Come on down to Superhero Stuff You Should Know.
All right. So come on down to... Wait, why did I say come on down? To Superhero Stuff You Should Know.
Part of the Greenlit Podcast Network.
I know there's so much I don't know about superheroes. I should probably listen to that. There's whenever I see videos on, like, Marvel will put videos on their YouTube channel about superhero stuff, and I'm like, man, there's whole stories and backlore I have no idea about. If I had more free time, I think that's what I would do. Just dedicate it to learning all about more superhero stuff.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. Well, I had something podcast related for this podcast.
I guess. Go ahead.
I know there's been a lot of debate on what the Pokemon thing in the beginning, and now you have a system. But since this is 800, I think for the next 100 podcasts at least, you should have a haiku of the new Pokemon of the week. It'll go by quicker. You just get essential information or just whatever you think fits in the rhythms there, and not the rhythms but the syllables. And yeah, it might be a little nice.
Are you writing that?
Are you paying me?
Boring.
Mom Brain, do you want to do that? Josh says it's boring, so we're not going to do it. I'm sorry.
Okay, Josh, you write it. I'm sure you can freaking fart out a haiku, you high priced piece of machinery.
Cyrek reaches out and says, "Hi, Rummy Cowboy, Mom Brain, and the rest of the GoNintendo podcast crew. My name is Michael, and I just wanted to congratulate you on the historic achievement. Here's to another 800 episodes. I also wanted to express my sincere gratitude for providing such an entertaining and inviting podcast. I've been listening to the podcast since I was a senior in high school back in 2008. I am now 30 years old, and I've listened to every single episode since I discovered you 12 years ago. Every time I tune in for the podcast, I feel like I'm part of the GoNintendo family, given how comforting and humorous the podcasts are. Sorry if that sounds a little mushy, but it's how I feel. No, I like mushy. Thank you for being a part of my life over a decade now and for always giving me something to listen to during the weekend. The positivity your podcast provided me over some extremely challenging times in my life was invaluable. I've been listening to your older podcast episodes as well as your Parents Play episodes on YouTube to help me get through this nightmare of a year. It's been incredibly helpful, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you all realize how irreplaceable you are. This podcast means a great deal to me and many Nintendo fans. And I couldn't imagine a weekend without me listening to it. Oh, and a big thank you to Mom Brain for doing a superb job doing the music section on the podcast. Wow. Keep up the good work. Once again, congratulations on reaching 800 episodes, and I look forward to the inevitable 1000th podcast. Thank you very much.
And the soundboard too, Mom Brain.
You are, Mom Brain. You've really come into your own with the soundboard.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Christian, not WWE Christian, I don't think. Maybe. Could be. Thank you, RMC. You are one of the kindest and more rational video game journalists around. More than a journalist, you're an objective, positive fan. You try to see all sides of any news, but always put a positive light on it, which is needed in this world. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I started checking your website around the time of the Wii U launch, but the key moment I became a huge fan was around the launch of the Switch, since so many outlets were leaking so much stuff about the NX without fact-checking or trying to see if it was worth posting. Your objectivity and professionalism can't be compared to any other site. Well, thank you for saying that. I really do worry about that stuff a lot, and I try my best. And I know I miss the mark sometimes, but I try. I feel by hearing your podcasts and videos that you will feel both overwhelmed and undeserving of all this praise. I understand you, since I am like that. I also have a long beard, but it has nothing to do with that. I have learned to be more receptive to praise for a good job, so I hope you accept these words as truth, because your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. My life is better for having someone like you covering my favorite hobby and being able to hear positive thoughts in a pastime that should be about fun, as Awada-san said. But God damn it! But ironically, sometimes bringing the worst of people and fans fighting and arguing senselessly. Yeah, it does seem that happens. People try and put out good sentiments, and it causes fights. Thank you so much for being a light in so many people's lives. Well, thank you. That was a very nice email. I appreciate it. I'm glad you feel that way, because like I said, I do try. I know I'm not the best, but I do try. Alien Boy VA says, wow. Do we not have... Oh, we have. Never mind. Let me do that again. Wow.
Wow. What a hole.
Do we have another wow in there?
Wow, I am impressed.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that is also not the one I was thinking of.
I was thinking of the Smash Brothers.
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh,
Yes.
well, that's probably under
Smash Brothers.
S. Let me see. And
Let me try this again, Mom Brain. Alien Boy VA says, "Wow." Incredible. After we just got done praising you.
I'm looking for it.
All right, you quietly look for it and you chime in with it when you found it.
Wow! Incredible!
There we go. Yeah, that's right. Hard to believe that the GoNintendo podcast has reached 800 episodes. It seems like not long ago you hit the big 500 and had everyone on the podcast. I've been reading the site and listening to the podcast for over a decade now, and I just want to say congrats. It always amazes me that after these episodes, you've pretty much never missed a podcast. You've done shows that weren't on your normal podcast day, solo shows, and even one time brought all your podcast gear with you to the annual family vacation in North Carolina, just so you didn't have to miss a show. That's some dedication that I truly applaud. Seriously, I don't know any other podcast that would go to the lengths you do to not miss a show. It's been a joy seeing how the podcast has grown over the years, and with it becoming part of an official podcast network, you guys keep getting professional podcasting equipment. Yes, that took way longer than it should have. Keep up the amazing work with the site and the podcast. Here's to another 800. P.S. When is Flarp coming back to the podcast?
Funny you should say that, because I saw Flarp last weekend and I thought, maybe I should get some Flarp. And
we should make it happen. 801 Flarp.
I believe Flarp was originally a Christmas gift.
Well, whatever the case, 801, I want Flarp back.
Okay.
All Flarp all the time.
You got it. I'll go out after the podcast and get some Flarp.
Steel Diver says, why does Mom Brain hate Disney?
I don't hate Disney.
Well, then care to clarify?
I dislike it a good deal less than I used to.
I Disney like it.
It's here's my deal. I'm not just because it's Disney, it's for me, right? There are some Disney stuff that I appreciate and enjoy, and my parents, live near Disney. My mom is a big Disney person, and I have learned to appreciate the pleasures of the total and complete indulgence that Disney has to offer. And that's kind of where the pleasure comes from for me. It's not about oh my gosh, look, it's so and so. I'm not, don't keep up necessarily with all the Disney movies.
Look,
but
it's Buddy and Woods.
Yeah, as a kid, I really enjoyed, Little Mermaid and
Dumbo
all that
Circus.
business. Dumbo Circus was spectacular. So
Bear in the Big Blue House.
I love Bear in the Blue House. I just don't love saccharine sweet things. It's just not for me.
Well, remember now you're a much bigger Disney fan, even if by accident, because Star Wars and Marvel.
Right.
So,
and also, it has a special place in my heart now that my mom and I, run there every year as like our tradition. I
seem to remember you saying that you found Mickey Mouse to be annoying.
Yeah.
Which I can agree with.
But those new Mickey Mouse cartoons are fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are fine.
Also, can we please retire Josh Grobot? I think he sucks. Steel Diver. How dare you? How dare you, Josh? Don't listen to him. We're never going to do that. Josh, you're my favorite addition to the show.
He hates Josh because Josh is digital.
That's right.
And he doesn't believe in him.
You're right. That's got to be it. Josh, you doing okay, buddy?
Yeah, if you made a physical robot for him, then he would like it.
I hear Josh has been spending some time learning new phrases. That's what I've been told. My sources tell me that. Maybe next week. Josh will be ready to debut some stuff. But
fiscal?
Why are we doing that?
Just thought that deserved a moment.
Man, we're talking about Josh, and you go to Nikki Hill. I see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, congrats on 800 episodes. GoNintendo Podcast has had a positive impact on my life and remains a bright part of every week. Hopefully, in the future post-pandemic world, you can host a meetup again. I will provide security. Oh, thank you, Steel Diver. If you're going to provide security, then yes, we're all about it. Giant Reggie says, "Where is JTS?" Well, that is a very interesting question, but I don't know if it's mine to answer. I can say that we are all, without a doubt, still friends with JTS. And JTS has been, let's say, very busy over the last few years. But I was speaking to JTS yesterday, and I will tell them that they were brought up on the podcast, and we'll see what happens. All I can say is there's nothing bad. Nothing's wrong. Nothing negative happened at all. It's all good stuff. But it is, I don't know if it's my place to say. So I'll talk to them, and I will get back to you. I promise. I remember emailing him way back like 13 years ago when my class read Brave New World because I was excited, and now I knew where his name came from. He responded to dweeb high schooler like me. Bless his soul. I'm sure JTS will be very happy to hear that. I will pass that on right after. I will pass that on right after. I saw someone in the chat just pop up and say, "What about Lube?" Lube will tell you what he's been doing very soon, I'm sure, once he gets that smartphone. Super Duper Pooper Scooper writes in, what are you going to name the podcast once you run out of Pokemon? I believe there are currently 898 Pokemon through Sword and Shield, so you may be through them in about 2 years. Yeah, I've thought about that. I thought about that too.
But then we can go back, right, and do the ones we didn't do, because we didn't start with Pokemon number 1, right?
Yeah, I believe we did, didn't we?
No, I think.
Oh no, we didn't. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we started with. Yeah, you're right. We still have ones to cover. Or we could go over to Digimon.
Digital monsters.
Or yokai. Autumnal Blake says yokai as well. That's a good one too. But Digimon are digital monsters, and as we all know,
they're the champions.
Digimon are the champions. Thank you, Kirby. Thank you for that super duper pooper scooper. Jonathan Higgins says it's Radical Defect or Master Higgins. It's been a while since I've sent music or anything like that, but I just want to say thanks for keeping so many of us company over more than 15 years. You're one of just a handful of ongoing gaming podcasts that actually predates my relationship with my wife. The show began just about a month earlier. That was our plan. Here's a question everyone can answer. Since 2005, what Nintendo published game were you most hyped about before release? And did that game live up to your expectations? Does anybody have an answer right off the top of their heads? Most anticipated Nintendo game since 2005. I was very excited for Skyward Sword. Because I loved the idea of like a fully motion controlled Zelda game. I was like, I will never forget like opening when Nintendo sent that game. I will never forget getting that in the mail, and I was like freaking out about that. That's what sticks out most in my mind. Does anybody else have an answer that they can think of right away?
When did Twilight Princess come out? Was that
it came out at the launch of the Wii.
So it would have been like 2007?
I'm gonna double check real quick. Twilight Princess came out 2006, so that does count.
Okay, yeah, that I remember being pretty hyped for that.
Because that was a long delay before that too. We were expecting to get that a couple years before then.
Yeah, and I think I played like the GameCube version.
Did you?
Right. I did, yeah.
Nikki Hill, Nintendo, do anything? Mom, Brain?
I'm not a big Nintendo fan, but I was pretty excited for Solitaire and 50 other games.
Well, then you're living the dream come true. It's out now. Maybe one day you'll check out some of those other games in there, but you don't have to.
I think the new Animal Crossing.
That was very
the timing of it, I think, is what really did it for me.
Very good timing. Any other answers, anybody? You don't have to have them. Just.
No, I definitely second both of your choices, Skyward Sword and Animal Crossing. I'm trying to think of anything else, but those are the ones that stick out in my mind.
Yeah, time blends together. I have trouble remembering when things release.
The older we get.
Do you good?
No, I agree with Kirby. I was going to say Twilight Princess was definitely the one that I was waiting for. When it was announced that it was going to be kind of like the spiritual successor to Ocarina of Time that we had never gotten. And I remember being really upset that they were putting it on the GameCube as well. I don't know why that upset me, but I now all of them do it, and like it still irks me a bit. But like I played it on the Wii, and I remember waggling that Wii remote and just really being surprised with how great it was when it finally came out. And I thought, of course, in classic Do Michaels fashion, that the wolf was going to be stupid, and like the wolf turned out to be great. So, it's just one of those things that I couldn't wait for. And when it finally came out, it really it surpassed all my expectations, and I would love to play that one again. It's been a long time.
Just like Wind Waker.
Yeah, the Wind Waker 2, that one I would, even if that was in the window, I don't think it's in the time frame window, but that one I was not excited for to come out. Like that one I was not excited for, but that one did shatter all those, bad expectations.
Yeah, I think that was your most visceral reaction to a game before it came out. Usually, and I'm not ragging on you, usually it is a negative response before a game comes out, but Wind Waker was on a different level. But it's not like you were alone in that. There were plenty of people who saw how Wind Waker looked and they were like, what the hell's going on here? And now it's one of the favorites.
Well, they also did, a head fake. They were like, hey, check out this awesome Space World video that looks amazing, and it's everything you ever wanted since you were like 10 years old. Oh, and speaking of 10 years old, any child would like these graphics that we're really giving you, and but it turned out to be so charming and loving and fun.
That did make it
is fun.
That did make it even worse when they revealed the trailer. Yeah, because people were expecting that more realistic approach, and they got something quite the opposite.
Rami, I'm sorry. I think one of the things that got me so hyped for Twilight Princess was I'm pretty sure you showed me the trailer for the game, and like it had that awesome music from
Conan.
I think from Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Like this awesome like epic sounding music. Yeah, exactly. So once again, you
Josh, no, not that song, Josh.
So yeah, you played a big part in that, obviously.
Well, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Hopefully, I've led you down the path to some other interesting games over the years. I know there's been some that you didn't like Yotun.
Oh yeah, wow.
We'll forget about that.
Yeah, that game made me so mad. I was like ranting about that game for like an hour on the show.
Thank you, Radical Defect.
I
Drew.
will say too, sorry. I am currently most excited for Nintendo's newest game, being the Mario Kart AR ride at Universal.
Koopa's it's a Koopa's Challenge or something like that. I don't remember what it's called.
That's going to be very special.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
Drew says, what made you want to start the podcast, and what keeps you coming back week after week? What are some of your favorite moments from the last 800 years, he says. Well, we've shared favorite moments. What made me start the podcast? what made me start the podcast was podcasts were new and were just becoming a thing. And I was like, oh, this will be a fun way to promote the site. Now I just have to figure out what a podcast is, which I never did, but we're doing this thing as it is now. And it's, I would argue that it's still unique among video game podcasts because lots of them are very serious and take game news very seriously. And they, not that we don't have our in-depth discussions or anything like that, but, we're just more about having fun. And what keeps us coming back? Well, you guys, the listeners, of course, I love being here for you guys, and the community that's growing around the podcast is fantastic. And hearing the things that the podcast means to you guys is just crazy. I continue to say that when we do anniversary shows, because hearing just us sitting around a table acting stupid, how much it means to some of you and what it's done for some of you, which is crazy. And then on an equal level, it's an excuse to be with friends. And that's even more important now because we can't be together in person because we're trying to be safe and keep everybody healthy. And like, I haven't seen Kirby in forever, and I haven't seen Dew in forever. I haven't seen Nintendo. I've seen Nikki Hill a couple times because, unfortunately, the guy just shows up, but we haven't been able to hang out like we want to.
Yeah, and it's so frustrating because I literally live like 5 minutes away from you guys.
So this is certainly better than nothing, and it's just it's hanging out with friends every weekend. I don't need to be convinced to hang out with friends. Yeah, I want to do that every chance I get, just like we're doing with Fortnite during the week. We're playing Fortnite, but we're really just hanging out with friends and having fun. Thank you, Drew. Gecko Kitsune says, first of all, congratulations on 800. This is quite a milestone to reach, and I hope there's many more. I can't pick out any particular moment or memory because each week there's so much that makes listening a wonderful experience. Between raw dad groans and Josh's world-renowned singing.
I am the world's best singer.
Mom Brain's genuine fits of laughter.
Yep.
And Nikki Hill's, is that what I sound like?
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 Is that what I sound like? The podcast has really helped me through difficult times, and this year is no different. I always enjoy hearing about new gaming experiences as they get me to try the games myself. And if it weren't for RMC, I would have never given Fortnite a second chance. Oh, giving Fortnite a second chance. That's something
Here we go.
we could all mull over. I've had such a great time in that game, just goofing off, and continue to surprise myself with my success, even though I am no good at shooters. There's just so much to do now, so many different ways to play that I wish others would give it a chance as well. I wish others would give it a chance too. My question for the podcast crew is this: is there any particular game that you would recommend as an absolute must play? Anyone have a must play game?
As in during Corona quarantine times, or just in general in your life?
The times of quarantine. Any time. Doesn't matter.
The Last of Us.
Mom Brain says The Last of Us 1 and 2, or the total package, or
You got to do both.
That's what I was going to say, but I thought we were trying to stick to Nintendo stuff.
No,
You can say anything?
whatever you want. Yeah.
Oh, well, then I'm with Mom Brain.
Nintendo, you were going to say something?
Well, I'll say
Mansion of the Hidden Souls.
Mega Man 11.
I was going to say, are you willing to answer Mega Man 11? I figured Mansion of the Hidden Souls was a given, but
Mansion of the Hidden Souls is given. I mean, any Zelda game, but Breath of the Wild is the top.
I see Wolfric Chaser in the chat saying I gushed about Fragile Dreams, which is true. I did want everybody to try that. Nikki Hill as well, I would guess.
And I, as someone who did try Fragile Dreams, can say you don't have to try that.
And I agree with Dew.
Oh, two yes and two no.
I
believe
very much enjoyed it.
Nintendo, did you play that? I believe you borrowed that from me.
If I did, I don't remember.
It was on the Wii. It was like dystopian future. Had great music. I don't know what else to say about it.
I don't know. I'm going to Google it and know.
It was your favorite game for a long time, RMC. I don't know how that ever happened.
It's still in there, definitely. Nikki Hill, is it still one of your favorite games?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, it's an experience for sure. It's not just like about the game because the combat and everything was really frustrating, but the
yeah, exactly.
The atmosphere and everything.
The game is not fun.
Reggie, is Fragile Cream Dreams a fun game or not?
My body is ready.
Oh,
the
not-
game is fun.
That's it. Reggie says it's fun.
But like
my body is ready for cream dreams. Right.
I can't think of a game specifically that I would recommend to everybody, but like, you know, if somebody really likes Zelda games and hasn't played Okami, then yeah, like that's a game that I would recommend. Or a game that I really enjoyed that's really short and is kind of blurring that line between like game and just storytelling or whatever was Florence is just such a beautiful experience.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Florence is excellent. It's super short, very easy to digest, but yeah, it really makes you think. Beautifully told. The way the puzzles are done is very like the puzzles do a great job of telling what's going on in the story, which I think is what impresses me the most. Like it's not just puzzles for puzzle's sake. The puzzles tell or heighten what's going on in the story at the moment. Yeah, that's a good pick. I like that. I like that, Nikki Hill.
It did something good.
Joe is cool says, wow, 800 weeks without missing a beat. Let me just start with a hearty congratulations to you on that. I've listened and watched the show on and off over the years through the ups and downs. I've been reading GoNintendo since the start and can remember the podcast discussions about the salad days of the Wii, the lean years of the Wii U, and the hype and eventual success of the Switch. I'm sure GoNintendo has had its ups and downs, even as Nintendo has done the same, and you should be very proud to have kept the show and the site rolling so long. I'm so glad you started Patreon so we could finally support you, all your hard work directly. I don't have much else to say, but I want to thank you guys for the entertainment over the years. There's been many times in my life where my closest connection to other Nintendo fans has been through podcasts like GoNintendo. And I'd be lying if it didn't feel like y'all are our friends too. Ever since I've joined the Discord chat and interacted with that crew, my enjoyment of the show has grown exponentially. I just wish I didn't have to work so much so I could be there more often. Us too, my friend. Keep being awesome, RMC, Monbrain, Kirby, Nikki Hill, and the rest of the gang. I wish you all the best. Here's the 800 more. Thank you very much. Firecrackers.
Did that person bring up the Patreon?
Yes, they did. Did you know you could join the Patreon?
For $1.
As Billy says, for $1. Firecracker says, congrats on 800 episodes. I've been listening for 5 years and love the show. I've got a long commute, but always save your podcast for my Friday drive. It's a special treat that gets me ready for the
Friday
weekend.
drive. I like that.
That's a bonus. Yeah, that's a high pedestal. Can you post all the podcast intro songs somewhere? They're pretty catchy. I would have to go back because I've forgotten some of them for sure. And as I have said, with no hyperbole, the song that we use now is my favorite by a good amount. I believe it's called Shannon, and it was made by the wonderful Name of Austin, who also does music on YouTube, who you should definitely check out. He makes, I swear to God, Mombrain will attest to this. I am very picky with music.
Oh my Lanta.
And I really love the music Name of Austin puts out. I forget what his YouTube music name is. That would make this much better. I can't remember, but yes, check out his YouTube music. Or he's probably on Spotify too. I don't know, but excellent. P.S. Poopa Troopa was a fantastic joke. Who came up with Poopa Troopa?
I think that was me, actually.
Would have been my guess. Well, there you go. You got an extra shout out.
Not to, toot my own horn.
Not to poop my own horn.
Not to poop my own horn.
Weird says, hi, Rami. Congratulations on 800. I still remember when you did the 100th celebration at Dave & Buster's. I lived in Soho at the time, but was out of town, so I didn't get the privilege of meeting you guys. I thought I would ask you, where are they now about people in GoNintendo history? Number 1, Court Jester. He's in Japan, and he's a dad, and I think that covers the important part.
Does he have anything to do with games?
No.
These days, or
no? Nikki Hill, is he doing something school related? No, he's not.
With him for a long time.
Yes.
Well, no, I think he's currently contracting out like graphic design stuff or something.
There you go. Number 2, Bethany. I follow Bethany on Instagram, and she's married, and she's out and about, and very what's the word I'm looking for? She goes on lots of hikes and stuff like that.
Okay.
There was a word I was trying to outdoorsy. That's
adventurous.
Gimpy. Now here's a mystery to everyone. I have no idea where Gimpy is. Gimpy literally disappeared one day. I woke up. He had not covered the round he was supposed to, and I never heard from him again.
Gimpy, if you're out there, we wish you well.
That's it. Kiributashi. Oh, man, I don't know. Kiributashi. That's a good one. I have no idea.
I seriously forgot about all these people.
Man, these names are really bringing it back.
Lube. Well, we covered that. Do. Well, now you know the answer to that. Vitamin G. Vitamin G should be on a podcast soon. Nintendo. You know the answer to that. Stinky Bishop. Stinky Bishop is married with 1 kid or 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
We talked to him not that long ago.
Doesn't he live in Chicago or something?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
But there was, what did I reach? There was a reason I reached out
Probably
to him that was really funny.
related.
I think it was wrestling related. But
No,
yes.
it probably had something to do with the Cubs, right?
That's
It was about baseball.
He came up, one of his TikToks came up,
Yes.
I think, on your For You page.
Whatever happened to the number 1 Dumpkin Spice fan? Well, they're still around. SD Sick Hero is still around.
No, wasn't it Sergio LB64?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sergio LB64. Yes, I apologize.
64, and Sergio LB64
Even I know
the one that did the animated version of us up on the rooftop for a school project.
Well, there you go. Yes, they are still around. And thanks for a great 14 plus years of craziness and farts. You're welcome.
Farts.
Of course. Martin Stuff says, well done on the 800 episodes. I remember first listening to the podcast just as the Wii U was coming out, and I've gone back to listen to the older episodes too. I have a question or two. Josh, what pleases your nipples or rivets, if you will? I think I know the answer to this, but we'll let Josh speak for himself.
That's none of your business.
Oh, there you go. In episode 250,
you know you can win money just for playing Tetris?
That's what I was expecting.
$5,000 is on the line tonight in Tetris Prime Time.
In episode 257, when Raw Meat plays Lube's skeleton like a xylophone, he strikes the same rib in succession, yet he produces 2 clearly different tones. I mean, what are we to believe? That this is a magic xylophone or something?
That's really funny because you started reading that and you just said in episode, and I'm thinking to myself, what is this, some nerd from The Simpsons? And it was The Simpsons quote.
I love that. That's
genius in words.
Within 10 seconds, you went through the whole Do Michael span of reactions, heard first words, and you're like, oh, this guy. And then it went into something that you really like. He says, haha, boy, I really hope somebody got fired for that blunder. There you go. Yes, it is a Simpsons reference. Thank you very much, Martin Stuff. Wolfric Chaser says, how about a podcast that's longer than usual? I remember back when the podcast was pretty lengthy because it gets silly and off topic. Sometimes went up to 3 hours. Well, I think recently you've been getting what you wanted, and I would imagine today's going to be a long one as well because we have something special coming up. Ryan Higgins says, wow, incredible.
I just did that. Don't make me find it again.
Wow! Incredible!
Congrats on 800 episodes. I've been listening since the announcement of the Wii U and haven't missed an episode. This is amazing that people were coming in during the Wii U. Thank you for an incredible amount of news on the site every day and a hilarious recap of the biggest news of the week on this podcast. It's easily one of the highlights of my week. Here's the 800 more. Chris says, congrats on 800 episodes in a row. Been a long time follower of the site and the podcast since around the beginning of the Wii era, if not just before. It's always fun to watch and listen to the random banter and Nintendo news from you and your friends. 800 episodes, especially with no breaks, is quite an accomplishment. Thank you very much, Chris. Steister says, congrats on 800 episodes. It really is an amazing accomplishment. I've been listening since the double-digit days, and I can honestly say the podcast has been such a staple of my life. From listening while mowing lawns in high school to wandering around the Arboretum in college to commuting to and from work on the train in Japan, and now in my 30s walking my new dog. Ooh, that's exciting.
Ooh.
No matter how much changes in my life, it's such a comfort to have you guys there with me every step of the way. Thank you guys so much. We need to know the dog's name. Thank you. And the coloring of the dog.
We need a picture. Of
Highly Unlikely says, hi, RMC. I just wanted to write in and let you guys know how you've affected my life.
You haven't. Thank you.
When I started listening to you over 5 years ago, I was going through a really hard time. The hardest I've ever gone through, really. I came down with severe social anxiety and depression for several years. During that time, I went from being extremely extroverted to not wanting to be around people at all. Then I found your podcast. There, I found a group of people who are funny and positive. You made me laugh. Oh, don't get me wrong. Other podcasts made me laugh too. But you guys, you actually made me happy. I would listen to one of your podcasts and I would be happy for the rest of the day. I found myself with a smile on my face. I ended up going back into the archives and listening to every episode I could find. I listened to you guys for hours every day at work. I felt like your in-jokes became my in-jokes. Now I know that we don't truly know each other, but I felt like you guys became my friends. You really helped me through that hard time. One time I emailed you, RNC, not expecting anything, but lo and behold, you emailed me right back. That made me feel so good. I ran around work telling everybody that you had emailed me. They all thought I was a weirdo. When I started going out with the person who is now my wife, after Noobs.
Don't worry. After Noobs will be my wife soon enough.
I told her about you. I told her that you were my favorite podcast and that I loved you guys. Now we're married. And the first time she watched the podcast with me, she fell in love with you too. That made me so happy. I don't want to ramble. I guess I'm just trying to say that the positivity and companionship shown by you guys actually affected my life for the better. Thank you for that. I'm sorry that my wife and I can't tune in live to every episode, but we always love being there when we can. P.S. Mom Brain's laughing fits have actually made me cry with laughter at work. Thanks for making me look like a crazy person. Well, I'm honored that the show could touch you in that sort of way and do those things for you. And I will never be not surprised that that is the case, but we're here. That's where we don't plan on going anywhere. So you're stuck with us. Luke Land says, RMC and crew, I've been listening to your podcast from very early on in the wee days. I feel like I've really gotten to know you through all this time. I look forward to listening to your podcast every week. It truly does feel like hanging out with friends, which means a lot, especially during this time where we can't see our friends in person. Thank you for laughs and the good times. You're very welcome. Shillelagh says, preemptively wishing you congratulations. This is the best Nintendo site around, and you deserve every success. As for questions, I'll have to think about that. Okay. Zabinton says, I 100% agree. This is the best Nintendo site I've ever seen and interacted with. I even have a habit of coming to the site at least 3 times a day to check it out. Me too. Actually, more than that. Thank you for all you do. And I'll send a question to the email. I appreciate all the hard work the GoNintendo team
You could
does.
send your questions to
GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com. They can be about Nintendo. They can be about video games in general. Or they can be about whatever the hell you want. Ridley Soria says, I don't have much to say, but I never had a circle of friends the way the podcast folks do. So it's nice listening and getting a taste of what that's like. You are our friend, Ridley Soria. The show makes the listener feel like part of the group just a little bit. Thanks. You're welcome. I'm glad we can make you feel that way. The Pandalorian just says 800 episodes. Congratulations. Well, thank you. Lucius 6 says, I'm not a listener. Podcasts aren't for me, but congrats nevertheless. Thank you. And then finally, Fred McNanner. Ahoy hoy podcast crew. Fred McNanner here to wish you a very happy 800th webisode. It's wild to think that I've been listening to the podcast for 14 years, but every week has been so much fun, and I just want to thank the entire crew. Whether or not they're here whether they're here or not, for all the fun they've brought. Speaking of, I've attached an MP3 of some clips from the past year, starting from 2016. It's about 4 minutes long, so if that's too long for the show, I understand. It is too long for this show, but I will play it in next week's show, I promise. 2020 has been a nightmare for so many reasons, but I mean it when I say that not only the laughs from the show, but the genuine positivity that comes from the podcast really does matter. Thank you all, and I can't wait to write in again for Webisode 1000. Maybe there will still be Pokemon to read by then. Always asking, why is Pod? Fred McNanner, a.k.a. Leah. I was never a Fred this whole time. Wow.
Whoa.
I did not know that.
Did we all get catfished?
I think we did. We got catfished. Thank you to everybody.
Before you
I said thank you. Go ahead.
Well, I didn't feel I needed to send you an email since I live with you.
Don't do this to me. Are you gonna make me cry?
So I'm not sure that everybody, besides, the podcast crew, I'm not sure people really understand what Rami Cowboy gives to GoNintendo. After his family and his friends this is first in his life. Like this, maintaining GoNintendo, maintaining the integrity of GoNintendo, and serving the followers and the listeners of GoNintendo is his life's work. And if you know Ramit, you know that what's most important to him is that people feel safe and comfortable and happy to be themselves. And I think that GoNintendo is the tiniest little corner of the internet where that gets to happen. And that's all because of what Ramit does. I can tell you there are days where the internet tries to beat him down and take him away from the peace and the happiness and the feelings that GoNintendo creates. And whether or not he shows it to everyone, that's really, really, really hard on him. And so I just feel that I have to say that I am so incredibly proud of you for the hard work that you have done and continue to do, for the safety and security that all of the people share all the time, but all of these people felt it was important to share today. You are a safe place for everyone who knows you, and there's really just nobody else in the world quite like you, and I am so very proud of you.
Man, I don't even know what to say. You're gonna.
I'm tearing up here.
What are you?
Sorry.
Well, first off, thank you. I appreciate it. There's no way for me to respond to that. I try and make GoNintendo something. Was that a toilet?
Sorry,
Tell me
did I
that was
miss
a
something?
toilet. Tell me that was a toilet.
Did I miss anything important?
Oh, thank you. You really saved me there. Well, thank you, Mom Brain. I appreciate it. Yeah, I try and make sure GoNintendo is something where people can escape some negativity and have fun and get the Nintendo news that they want, and just make it a kind corner of the internet. And yes, some days the internet is very much the internet, but I am also very lucky to have people that are in the chat that are wonderful, and people like friends and family that are in this podcast right now, and friends and family outside of the podcast. No matter how crappy the internet can be, the corner of the internet that I have right here and the friends and family that I have make those trials and tribulations more than worth it. So thank you. I appreciate it. And I can't say any more because you're going to make me cry. Speaking of family, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. And this is where the show goes downhill. If you've enjoyed the podcast so far, then maybe you should stop listening now, because I don't know what's going to happen, but
oh God, I'm scared.
We're going to give it a shot. Hold on. Okay. We're doing something right now. Let me do this. Let's see if it works. There was a request from many a podcast listener to have some people on this podcast, and we are adding them now for a very special segment.
I just want to say, it says that you added a number, but it says not available under that person.
Not available? What do you mean? I mean, I see them.
Okay, just says not available on my.
Yes. You're right. It says not available for me as well. I said it was going to go downhill, and I meant it. Let me try something.
But while you're working on that, I want to just say I agree with everything that was said. And really, in a world where there's a lot of negativity, you have to create your own positive space. And oh my, you've created a space where people from all around the world come and gather. And it's incredible to see how, the community, at least here in the chat, and I'm sure there's other people also that are not necessarily in the chat, but a lot of people in the GoNintendo community get together outside and they play games online, and they've created real lasting friendships with people that they wouldn't have met otherwise, and it's beautiful.
Well, thank you very much, Nikki Hill. I promise you I was listening, even though I wasn't saying anything. I was trying to fix this issue that I was having. But thank you, Nikki Hill, and thank you for being a part of the podcast. And the same for you, Nintendo and Do and Kirby and Mom Brain, and the newest people to join for today's episode, which is going to make it a disaster. Raw Mom and Raw Dad are here.
Oh my God! This is going right down the tube.
Hi, honey.
The two that started it all.
I don't know what happened, but I can't get you on the call with everybody else. So you're on my phone. I don't know how this is going to work. You're probably going to be too quiet. But well, actually, Mom Brain, can you build me a makeshift tower for that microphone, and we'll stick them over there?
Sure.
So here's what's going on. We are going to play a very special game of Family Feud with Raw Mom and Raw Dad. But Nintendo, you laugh, but unfortunately, you are also a part of the. All right, hold on. You gotta, Mom Brain, take some games and build up a tower. So Raw Mom and Raw Dad, don't talk right now. Nintendo, you are a part of this family, but as you know, if you watch Family Feud, there are 5 people on the team. So between Do Michaels, Mom Brain, Kirby, and Nikki Hill, which 2 of you would like to join Team Raw Mom and Raw Dad?
Don't all jump at once.
I'll do it.
All right, Mom Brain is one of them. We need one more.
Put me in there.
Oh, there it is. All right. This is the order we are going to go in. We will do Raw Mom, Raw Dad, Nintendo, Mom Brain, Do. Do, are you okay being the cleaner?
Oh, God. Sure. It'll be a first.
All right. We are doing this on the Switch. I don't know how it's going to go. Raw Mom, did you know that this was going to happen?
No.
Even though you are a member of the Patreon.
Yeah, I knew you were going to ask questions, but I didn't know it was Family Feud or any of this.
Hold on a second, Raw Mom. I feel like you're too quiet. Hold on.
I'm sorry, I'll hold it close.
Hold on. Okay, here, Mom Brain, take that back. Okay, can you point the microphone more down, Mom Brain?
That's usually the opposite of what you ask me to do.
All right, I'm setting it up right now. 5 random people, doesn't matter. Yep, we're done. We're doing medium difficulty questions, everyone. So I need your A game. We're not going easy here. And Discord chat, I'm sorry, you've been abandoned. Blame my parents because I don't know why the phone call wouldn't work for them.
Not gonna lie, I'm sweating a little bit.
I am sweating a little bit.
Me too.
You guys, yes, go ahead.
What? Oh, I just said same because I'm sweating as well.
Well, Kirby, you're just the audience. You can hang back and enjoy the train wreck as it happens.
Oh, really? Oh, thank God.
Yes, you are. You are just a.
I hear the train coming.
You're just watching, or you're just sitting back and enjoying the fun. So my family, the RMC family, is going up against the Cat Crazy Cooper family, according to the game. So
okay.
I hope you're ready. Oh wow! One of the girls is wearing cat ears.
Shoot, we're dying.
Now this is how we're playing. I am buzzing in no matter what. You guys have to give answers. So I'm not gonna wait until somebody says buzz in. We're just buzzing you in right away. So please be prepared with an answer. The first question is coming up. I will read you the question. Round 1, as you know, dollar values are just dollar values for round 1. There's no double or triple. Raw Mom, this is you. Are you prepared?
I am ready.
All right. All right. They're walking up now. They're shaking hands. They have their hands behind the back. We're going to get, all right. It's the top 4 answers on the board. The question is, yes. I know how Family Feud works. He's giving the spiel about hitting the button.
Are all of the answers supposed to be a little raunchy?
Here we go. 100 people. We asked them the following. Name something people overdo at Christmas.
Eating.
Eating. E-A. Okay, eating. Your answer has been secured. The host says, sure thing. But did it make our survey? Number 2. The number 2 answer. Ooh. You are playing You're not well, as long as they don't guess the number one answer.
Right.
I don't think they're
Wait,
going to guess.
eating was number 2?
Eating was number 2. Yes.
How is that number 2? That's the
Nintendo,
world's
you
worst
are
word.
on Family Feud, please. They they don't act up like that. Well, okay. So the other team has guessed parties.
That's not number
That
one.
is not up there. Parties is not there. No. All right. Raw Dad.
Yeah.
We are going to play. We are not passing.
All right.
Raw Dad, name something people overdo at Christmas.
They drink too much.
Oh,
too much
that's a good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yes. Yeah. You can feel free to say that. All right, drink. Yes, drink. Okay, your answer is locked in. Let's see. Is that answer up there? No, it is not.
What kind of garbage?
I'm shocked. I'm really shocked.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Now, is it real strict on like drink versus drinking?
No. That it's not that strict. All right, Nintendo, name something people overdo at Christmas.
Oh boy, I'm gonna go with shop.
Shop. Oh, that's a good answer too. I'm really shocked that drink wasn't up there. Okay.
Whoever, these Christmases are not fun.
Shop has been put in. Let's see. No, shop is not there
What
either.
are people doing?
All right, Mom Brain, you're up. Excuse me, Mom Brain. Name something people do or people overdo at Christmas.
Steve, we're gonna say decorate.
I thought you were gonna say. Never mind. Decorate. Yes, decorating. Okay. Decorating has been answered. That has to be there.
I don't know what else is there.
Although I would argue it's not overdoing, but it has to be there. Decorating is number 3. Okay, yes, good. You got 7 points.
We've got 2 bongo.
All right, do 2 more answers left on the board, including the number 1 answer. Name something people overdo at Christmas.
Let's go with napping. Napping.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Napping. Yes. Okay. So what's going on is I type in words and it'll give me a full answer, like a predetermined answer, and napping was up there. Let's see if it's part of this survey. No, that's it. 3 X's. You're out. I'm so sorry.
So I have a guess.
Yeah, go ahead and guess because the other team's going to go now.
Gotta be just like overdo it on presents. Like too many
Yeah,
presents.
presents is a good one. Maybe.
I think I know what the number 1 answer is.
What's that, Kirby?
Turkey.
Turkey. Yeah, turkey.
My dad is agreeing honestly with that answer. Here you go. Okay, I think the other team's going to steal it from you because they said spending.
I thought shopping and spending would have been the same.
That's
spending was number 1. Spending was
Oh my
number 1.
gosh. This is great.
They are pretty specific with that.
That's the same thing.
All right, again, you guys are on TV. You're on live TV. You can't
And we
can't
would
act
behave
like
that
this.
way on live TV.
Yes.
To be the unaired Family Feud episode. The number 4 answer. The number 4 answer said by 3 people was rapping. That I mean,
How do you overdo rapping?
I would argue people overdo rapping. I would say that's
Not everybody.
What?
Like, you wrap the same box 3 times?
Yeah, like multiple layers of wrapping. Like, what is this?
Yeah, I think
Froggy
people.
Fresh.
I think people do that. All right, Raw Dad, you are the number 1 person this time. We're in round 2. Points are doubled for this round.
What does this mean?
Double means times 2.
What do you mean? What does this mean?
Continue, please.
All right. Well, your people are walking up to the podium, right?
Oh, okay.
Just prepare yourself. 100 people surveyed. Top 4 answers are on the board. Stand by your buzzer, which I will buzz in automatically. Here is your question. I can only vamp so much. Name a product that's supposed to have a hole in it.
Oh boy. A product that's supposed to have a hole in it. I got a couple of answers, but
Give one.
You have 15 more seconds.
a donut?
I was so hopeful you would say that. Oh man! All right, donut. What?
I don't know if that's a product.
Donut's the number one answer.
Of course it is.
What is Dunkin' Donuts sell?
Donut's
Yeah,
number
I know.
one, Dad.
That's
You
what
did
it
it. Oh man, that's funny.
You know, that reminds me of this one.
I know where this is going. All right, Raw Mom, we are playing. By the way, that was the number one with 60 points. So 60 people said donut.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
like
God, I'm
some
crying.
donut.
All right, Raw Mom, name a product that's supposed to have a hole in it. Raw Mom, we need an answer.
Hello?
Raw Mom, we need an answer. What is going on?
Record.
A record. Boy, could you say a word so that I know you're there? Jeez.
I thought she died.
Yeah, right?
I was concentrating.
Man. All right, record has been put in. Is it up there? No, I'm sorry. Record is not there. Nintendo, you're up next. Name a product that is supposed to have a hole in it.
Oh boy. What? Did donut make it on the board?
Yeah, donut was number one.
So then I'll say cheese.
Oh.
I was going to answer that.
Show me a cheese, Steve.
A cheese hole, please.
Show me them cheese holes. All right, cheese. The host said, "Are you sure about that?"
Yes, Steve. I
Yes,
am.
cheese was up there with 6 points. Yes. All right, Mom Brain. I need answers 2 and 4. Name a product that has a hole in it, or that's supposed to have a hole in it.
A bagel?
A bagel, the sensible answer.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Bagel.
Or as we call them in our house, bingles.
Bingle. All right. Answer accepted, it says. Let's check the board and see if it made it. Bagel is number 4.
Oh,
2
thank
people said
God.
it. Pressure is on due here.
Oh no! So
Well, there's only one
the-
X so
The
far.
question is product, not foods.
Name
Every single
a-
one has been a food.
Name a product that's supposed to have a hole in it. You
Oh,
have
man.
30 seconds.
Well, let's do colander.
Oh.
Uh-oh, not up there.
This family's falling apart.
Oh, man.
People on Family Feud don't know the term colander.
Yeah, right. I'm so sorry. Colander is not even an answer. That is not up there.
Oh man, I should have said.
Oh, no, you can't say anything. You can't say anything.
I should have said an Amish person's bed sheet.
All right.
As a member of the audience, am I allowed to shout things?
No.
Okay.
Raw Mom, it's back to you. Or who's
Turkey.
Your dad started.
Yeah, Raw Dad. I'm sorry. It's back to you. Product that's supposed to have a hole in it.
My head. Let's see. A lifesaver?
Oh, that's not a bad answer.
I don't know if it's up there though.
Well, I mean, that's the game of Family Feud.
Yes, it's a wonderful game.
Candy or is it rescue?
Either one, right?
It's generic.
Okay, answer has been put in, but is it up there? Yeah, it's not. That's your third strike. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry,
Man.
Mom Brain. I think something's missing here.
What?
What has a hole in it?
Yeah, I've been waiting for that, Nikki Hole. Nikki Hole.
What a hole.
There we go. All right, the other family is thinking about an answer right now. I can't think.
I was thinking a ring. Colma thought that
A
too.
ring. A ring. That's a good answer. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say one of those cushions you get when you have like hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoid
donut?
cushion. All right, the other family has said tire, which
Kyle
is also a good
Langwin
answer.
says Cassidy goes strike crazy with all our exes.
Tire was the correct answer, guys. I'm sorry they've stolen
I
it.
thought about a tire too, but
Remember, it's first to 300 points is the winner, and they only have 95 so far. And as we all know, if you watch Family Feud, the only round that matters is the last.
it's the one we're about to go into.
No, you're not there yet. I think there's this round and then the one that
Got it.
matters.
Okay.
Triple point value, that one. So just to recap here, they have 95 points. You guys have 0 points.
What?
Round 3, again, points are doubled. He says, get ready to go full Nick Cage, everybody, because it's time for a face-off. This host he has the jokes.
Is it Nintendo's turn to start this one?
It is Nintendo's time to start. Nintendo, are you ready?
I suppose.
Top 100 answers on the board. Top 7 answers on the board. 100 people surveyed. Points are doubled. So again, 7 answers. 100 people were asked. Name something parents love watching their child do for the first time.
What is walk?
Why are you answering like Jeopardy? Walk. Okay. I'm sure walk is up there, and I'm guessing that's got to be number 1. How fun, and it's something parents continually love to do. Watch the child walk. Look at him. 20 years later, he's still doing it. All right. So now it's you, Mom Brain.
Yes.
Hold on. I got to tell him pass or play. The other family's arguing. All right. You're playing. 6 answers left on the board. That was number 1.
Oh, that's a lot of answers.
Quiet down over there, Raw Dad. It's not your turn. Name something parents love watching their child do for the first time.
Ride a bicycle.
Ride a bike.
Without training wheels and all that.
Ride bike. Yes. Okay. Ride bike has been answered. It is accepted. Did anyone in the survey say that? Yes, it was number 5. Only 2 people said ride bike, but it was so there's still 2 answers after that. Who is it? Do?
Yep, the 2 people were riding a tricycle.
Do name something parents love watching their child do for the first time.
Talk.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raw Dad, is that okay with you? Is that a good answer? Is that an okay answer?
Keep speaking.
He's the support. The team's supposed to be like, yeah, good answer. He's just supporting. Yes, talk was number 3. 6 people said that. So now we're back to Raw Mom. Raw Mom, are you alive?
Yes, I'm here.
Excellent. Raw Mom, name something parents love watching their child do for the first time.
Wave bye-bye.
Oh, boy. Here comes your first X, everybody.
It's not very nice.
Wave.
You love to watch me and you wave bye-bye.
Yeah, they like to watch us leave.
You're breaking my heart.
I was thinking that. Wave bye-bye. Show me wave bye-bye. Well, not surprisingly, that was a strike. So on to Raw Dad again.
I have nothing.
Raw Dad. Name something you love to watch your dear children do for the first time. Besides leave, apparently.
No. It's a little further along, but maybe graduate from school.
Ooh, that's a good answer.
There you go. Good answer.
Dad is coming through here.
Yeah.
I typed in GR and groan came up right away. Graduate. Yes. Graduate. There we go. All right. Graduate. It gave me graduate and graduation, but I went with graduate just to make sure. Is it on the board? No, I'm sorry. It's not on the board. That was a good answer, too. Nintendo, back to you. Name something parents love watching their child do for the first time.
Go to prom. Go to first date.
Which one, please?
I don't know. Which one?
You pick. Which one, prom or date?
Prom.
Okay. Prom. Oh, it is not. It is not looking good. Do parents love watching their kids go to prom? Well, it's not really a first time because there's only a one time.
Also, do parents love watching their kids go on a first date?
Yeah, right.
That's creepy.
That's your third strike. I'm sorry. Will the other family? What's their name?
I would have said go to school, maybe.
Yeah, first day of school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good, Dan. Well, Danielle's.
Hey, her name's not
Yeah.
Mom Brain. It's fine. It's
Mom
fine,
Brain,
Dad. It's
yeah,
fine. The answer that the other family gave, which will steal your points, is crawl.
Crawl. Who cares?
I thought about
Oh, no, crawl wasn't up there. You guys got the points. You got 164 points. Wow.
Yay!
I will tell you what other answers. I thought crawl was going to be there. I guess baby's first crawl isn't really a big deal.
Oh,
Roll over.
Fall down.
The seventh answer was read. Use potty was the 6th answer.
Show me take a dump, Steve.
Clean their room was number 4.
Oh,
That
boy.
never happens. So we're out of the house.
What is this? Smile. Smile was the number 2 answer.
That's gas.
That's so weird. All right. Well, it's 164 you guys to 95 the other family. So, I mean, again, it only matters in the
We're
last round.
slaughtering this other family.
Yeah, by losing and them losing as well.
Better not.
Round 4, triple point value. This is the end, guys. This is it. Mom Brain, you are up first.
Oh, God.
I believe this is the last round. One of you should hit 300 with this value. So either you go to the fast money round or it's all over here. Man, this game's going fast. Mom Brain.
Yes.
100 people have been surveyed. Top 3 answers are on the board. He's telling everybody points are tripled. Yes, I know. Mom Brain, are you ready?
No, but let's do it.
Name something to which some people love to give away the ending.
Movies.
Movies.
They're sharing.
Yeah, right. Oh, man. For those who don't know, which is probably everybody, my mom loves to spoil things, but she doesn't call it spoilers. She calls it sharing.
Because she's not doing it on purpose.
Movie was the number 1 answer.
Oh, thank God.
80 people said that.
Okay.
We are going to play as soon as it lets me. All right, name something people love to give away the ending to.
Books.
That is an excellent answer. All right, it wouldn't let me type. Books. Let's see. That has to be up there. All right, books has been put in. The host says, nice. Could it be
Tasty.
there? Book was the number 2 answer. 11 people said it.
Excellent.
All right, who we now? Raw Dad again? Raw Mom?
Who we now? Where we?
Raw Mom. Name something to which people love to give away the ending.
Cliffhangers in TV shows.
Okay, okay.
It's a TV show,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
TV show.
I think we got it. I
has
think
been
this is
put
it.
in.
I think this is it.
Well, even if you didn't, there's 2 more answers or 2 more strikes
This
to go.
is it.
That is a strike. I'm so sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
Now we're going to Raw Dad. All right, Raw Dad. Name something to which people love to give away the ending.
A mystery of why Raw Dad doesn't have an answer. Yeah, how about it might be the same as books though. I'm thinking of the mystery. The solving of a mystery.
So our answer is mystery.
Oh, how else would you phrase it?
How does someone know the end of a mystery if it's a mystery?
You're supposed to criticize me. You're supposed to say good answer.
Oh,
good
you're
answer.
right. You're right. I'm sorry. Mystery.
What else do we have?
Mystery was not up there. Nintendo, you are the cleaner. Name something to which people love to give away the ending.
Well, if TV show wasn't up there, then I feel like maybe it has to be more specific. So, like cliffhanger, like Mom said, could be it. Cliffhanger.
No.
Give away the ending. What else is there?
Yeah, let's
I'll
see.
give away my ending.
Whoa! All right, cliffhanger has been put in. Is it up there? I think we all know it's not, but we'll.
What if
pretend
it's
to be
video game?
in suspense?
What if it's video game and this is a video game podcast?
I know.
I was just thinking that.
At least I'm the host. I'm not the player. All right, that was your third X. This is worth 273 points. So whoever gets this wins the game. The other, the host is walking over to the other family, saying they have a chance to steal the points.
They're just gonna say like story.
We're gonna die.
How Nintendo? How mad would you be if it said story?
Very.
Their answer is stage show.
Dang it. That's what I was.
Mom Brain is so
Who
angry
spoiled
right now.
The end of
That is
Hamilton.
such a dumb answer.
Guys, you have won the game.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
All right, so we need 2 for fast money. It has to be Raw Mom and Raw Dad. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Raw Mom, you cannot listen. We're making Dad go first.
What was the answer?
I'll tell you as soon as it comes up. Joke.
Right.
The answer was joke.
That is a joke.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Chicken.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm surprised.
All right, raw dad. Is raw mom gone or plugging her ears or whatever?
She's attempting to plug her ears.
Okay. Oh my God. This is the ending I was hoping we got. Raw mom, raw dad trying to
Fast
get the
money.
200 points. Raw dad, the pressure is on. It is fast money round. Now, you know how this round works, right?
What? No.
You watch Family Feud. We're going to give you a series of, what is it, 5?
Go ahead.
5 questions, and you have to answer them as quickly as possible. Okay. Hello, Raw Dad. Anything?
Go ahead. Over.
All right. Your guy's walking up there. He's very excited. Blah, blah, blah. Again, 5 questions. We're looking for the most popular answer. You only get 1 answer per question. You cannot correct yourself. Please do not answer turkey for all of the questions. You're looking for 200 points in total. You have 90 seconds. Here we go. Santa Claus is hoping to get a new what for Christmas?
A new sleigh.
Okay. I will try and type this as quickly as possible. Name something you keep within reach when watching television.
The remote.
What are you doing to that phone over there, dude?
He's nervous.
Name a holiday that something gives you a... Name a holiday that sometimes gives you a 3-day weekend.
Labor Day.
Okay. Name a word that rhymes with nurse.
Curse.
I'm not surprised. What one thing in your house gets used more than anything else? Teapot.
Yeah, the tea kettle.
Oh, you're really answering that? I shouldn't have said anything.
A microwave.
There we go. All right, that's it, Raw Dad. I think you did pretty good.
I think so too.
Good answers. Good answers.
Okay.
All right, Raw Mom can come in now. Raw Mom, are you here?
I'm here.
You will get more time than your partner because it will be tougher for you. If you get an answer that's already been duplicated, you will hear, please try again with a new answer. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Santa Claus is hoping to get a new what for Christmas?
Sled.
Hat.
Shut up.
Name something you keep within reach when watching TV.
Remote. A drink.
Oh, you got a problem?
Tea.
Name a holiday that sometimes gives you a 3-day weekend.
Memorial Day.
Oh, okay, good. Name a word that rhymes with nurse.
Terse.
Oh, okay. What one thing in your house gets used more than anything else?
The bathroom.
Mom, Raw Mom, you had 4 seconds left. The bathroom. That is such a Raw Dad answer.
I lived with them in quarantine a while.
Oh, man. I crap about 10 times a day. All right. Your answers are in. You're looking for 200 points, guys. Here's how you did. Santa Claus is hoping to get a new what for Christmas? Raw Dad said sleigh. Raw Mom said hat. Sleigh was worth 42 points. It went so quickly I couldn't see 2. I think it said 43 points for hat.
Ooh.
Name something you keep within reach when watching television. Raw Dad, you said remote. Raw Mom, you said drink. Those are worth 70 points and 12 points. Wow, you guys are doing great. You're almost there already.
So Dad got 12.
No. Name a holiday that sometimes give you a 3-day weekend. Labor Day, and Memorial Day. I would imagine you guys are going to do it right here. That's it. You guys got 201 points. You won Wow. You won $20,000. What's Team RMC going to do with that money? Apparently, they're going to buy more toilet paper.
A bidet.
More tea kettles. Tea kettle for every room.
Tea kettles and toilet paper. Well, guys, that went great. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us, Raw Mom and Raw Dad. Now you're free to go about your day. Do whatever you
Was
want.
there anything you'd like to say before we hang up on you?
Goodbye.
Very, very nice being on the 800th episode.
Oh, thank you, Raw Dad. It was a pleasure having you. I gotta say, Raw Dad, you did way better than I thought you would.
Me too.
I think in some way, all of us here at the podcast table have been raised by Raw Mom and Raw Dad in their house, and I think the podcast crew owes them a debt of gratitude
for teaching us how to sit on donuts
and a lot of groceries.
I remember that.
Well, go ahead, Mom Brain. I didn't mean to
This is
interrupt.
Raw. Yeah, it's good to hear you guys. It's I miss you.
We miss you too.
When this pandemic's all over, we'll all get together and play Family Feud in person.
Yay!
And you can bring food.
You can bring food.
We'll
Yes.
eat your food.
Bring a donut for everyone to sit on. All right, give me that phone.
I would just like to say to Nikki Hill, hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
All right, Raw Mom and Raw
I wish you
Dad.
the best.
Goodbye. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
Bye, Mommy. Bye, Daddy. Love you.
Stay safe.
They're gone. They're dead to me. All right. That was fun. That was good. We're at I
That was
feel
exhilarating.
it was. I felt like I was actually on the show.
I'm very touched that your father remembered me.
I don't think he could ever forget you.
Of all the things he's forgetting as he gets older, I'm glad he remembers.
That's burned into his mind.
I don't think we should do anything else. I think. Oh well, you got to do your thing. But yeah, I think we should save the regular stuff for next week. News and what we played and all that. This has just been a nice celebration. Nintendo, do excellent job on your Family Feud gameplay.
Oh, thank you.
They couldn't have done
It was
it
a
with.
pleasure. Yeah, thanks for giving me your spot. I was surprised that
No, I
I got to
got.
be there. I was like the son-in-law that they stick at the very end.
Yeah, I everybody's saying do music. Well, we'll do music. All right.
Oh,
we'll do music.
I will say, though, that made me really wish that on the actual Family Feud, when somebody answers poorly, that, like, I wish the family would be like, oh, come on!
Yeah, right.
What? Like,
Yeah, that'd be more realistic.
Some genuine reactions instead of just the good answer where they force you to say good answer no matter what. All right,
I
guys.
just realized they should do like an after show where the family is like, oh, turkey? Really? Like
Yeah,
they're
right.
like yelling at each other.
Thank you.
Like
and
when
it's-
they go backstage at RuPaul's
Yeah.
Drag Race.
Hello.
Let's try to come up with an idea or pitch a Family Feud reunion show where we families back and they watch their episode and they go, oh, you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, Anastasia Beaverhausen has the honest reaction. You'd be backstage reacting to what everybody said, and you'd be saying, "You effing moron! Why did you say that?"
You're finding your own ride home
Thanks,
because we don't have the new car.
Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that. I couldn't see in the Discord, but thanks for joining. Everybody else that I haven't said hello to: Link Triforce, the 8-bit Lego, Colma. Thanks for popping in. Whoever else is in here that I missed, thank you for hanging out with us for episode 800. We will do music because you guys want music, so we will end on music and then say our goodbyes. Mom Brain has brought
We'll do
out
it because you want to hear it.
yes.
Nice.
Thank you, Sinfield. We love you too. Mom Brain has had a beautiful. Did you take a picture of it?
No.
You should take a picture before we cut into it.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to cut into it during the podcast.
She has gotten a beautiful 800th episode cake with am I supposed to say macarons or macaroons?
Macaroons.
Well, why is it spelled rons?
Well, there's macaroons and macarons are two different things.
Right.
What?
Yeah, like a macaroon with the two O's is like a coconut cookie.
Delicious.
And a
And
macaron is
macarons
this?
are also delicious.
Well, yeah, it's like, it's
And a macaron is like a French president or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have to pronounce it like macaron?
Yeah.
Well,
And,
that
Captain Ron is an old ship captain.
Well, Mom Brain has had a lovely podcast cake made topped with macarons.
It's from our favorite bakery, Blue Sheep Bake Shop. If you ever have a chance,
They are award winning.
They are. They're amazing.
Food Network award winning.
That looks amazing.
And I will tell you that they do like a curbside. I know this because I have picked up from them several times during the pandemic. They do like a curbside. So the girl who brought the cake out to the car was like, I saw the writing because it says Happy 800th podcast. She's like, I saw the writing and I needed to know what podcast is it. And so I told her, it's the GoNintendo podcast. It's our 800th episode.
And she was so disappointed.
Yeah, right.
And she's like, oh, you're not famous. So I said, tune in. So if you're listening, I'm glad you're listening.
Thank you for the beautiful cake, and your stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for the macaron.
Joe Shabadoo has a great comment and said, "Big shirtless macaron."
That is awesome.
Look, it's Nessie in the Discord.
Nessie is in the Discord. All right, so we will. I guess we'll start eating this thing in the after show a little bit, but
sure.
Let's go into music. Do people want the music? Let's give it a music. Oh boy.
You want to hear it? Oh. Is that what I said?
Oh, Mom Brain, come on.
Is that what I sounded like?
Hello, Mice and Gods. Thank you for dropping by. Yes, go ahead, Mom Brain.
First song comes from Steister.
Well, it's Super Nintendo.
Yes.
Is it like Sin City or something?
No.
All
right. That sounded like you said Skin City. My favorite Super Nintendo game, Skin City.
The Skinemax Super Nintendo game.
I have no idea. Is it first party?
Yeah.
It's got that drum in it that makes me think first party.
Oh, is it Mario is Missing?
No.
Oh, not a bad guess. Is it Mario related though?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It's not a sports title, correct?
It is not a sports
What
title.
other Mario is it like Mario's P-Cross?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Excellent.
It was Mario's P-Cross from a Steister. The next song comes from Autumnal Blake.
I feel like I know this.
For the Wii channels?
No.
What system?
I'm assuming Switch, but it might also be DS.
Huh. Is it
Switch
first? Is
from
it
maybe.
first party?
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has some kind of first party to it. All right,
Is it Mario Kart?
Nope.
Let's think first party. Okay, so it's not Metroid, it's not Zelda, it's not Fire Emblem.
Party?
Nope.
Was there a Mario Party guess in there?
It's not Mario Party.
Okay.
I literally just said that wrong.
Yeah, you cut out. You cut out. That's what I said.
Oh yeah, that's
Is it like a 1-2 switch or
Nope.
or something like that?
Is it okay? I don't think it's Kirby.
It's not.
Splatoon something?
Nope.
First party. Man, I really like it. That
Clubhouse games?
Yes.
Oh!
Sorry.
Hey!
Very nice.
Solitaire and 50 other games.
That is correct.
Man, 2 for 2, baby.
So that was from Autumnal Blake, and it was Clubhouse
Does it say what in Clubhouse games?
Air
that was?
hockey.
Man, that was a jam.
Yeah. I believe Autumnal Blake said it really slaps.
It does slap. I agree.
This one comes from Gecko Kitsune.
Bloodstained?
No.
Is it one of the DS Castlevanias?
No.
Nikki Hill, I'm right there with you. It has a Castlevania vibe to it.
Bayonetta?
Yep.
Oh, this guy's on
These are going so well.
I got 2.
Wow.
It was Bayonetta from Gecko Kitsune.
Bayonetta.
This song comes to us from
What a hole.
Glitter Bubble 3.
This is the Chemical Brothers, I believe.
Bingo.
No, it's clearly the propeller heads. Thank you.
What system?
GameCube.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Odama.
No.
Odami?
Odama. Oh, Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg?
No.
F-Zero.
No.
Extreme G.
No.
I don't know if there's one of those on the GameCube. Is it racing or is it prehistoric? I can't place it.
It's not racing.
It's prehistoric?
I don't know. It might be. I mean, the game itself isn't specifically prehistoric, I don't think, but this could be.
Prehistoric Turtlesaurus.
Who's Turtlesaurus?
I'm sorry, is it first party?
It's not. Colma got it.
I have to go into the mind of Colma, who knows way more about games than I do, so it doesn't help me. Colma likes harmonics, but it's not anything harmonics. I don't know, go ahead.
Ooh, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, what one?
I
that
really failed.
that one instrument was a little bit Crash, but yeah, it's one of the later. Like, what Crash is that?
Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex.
That
was from Glitter Bubble 3.
Bandicoot.
This one.
Since Lube isn't here.
That one damn instrument. I should have got that.
This one, Nintendo and I would probably have enjoyed had we played it.
Oh. Ooh.
It's portable.
Untitled Goose Game? You played that though, right?
It is portable, and it is not Untitled Goose Game. And if you haven't played it,
What portable? I can't place it. DS or GBA?
DS.
New Leaf.
No,
You two would probably like it. Is it licensed?
it is.
All right, come on, Nintendo. A license.
Sorry, Rami, what was the first thing you asked?
It's on the DS, I said, and it's
portable.
it's licensed, and you and Mom Brain would have liked it, so you didn't play it. But it's a brand you know. Some sort of pet game.
Nope.
It has to do with being in the kitchen?
Nope.
Some sort of puzzle game.
No.
Is it a brand that's still around?
Oh yes.
Bratz.
No.
What on the DS?
So it's not like Nintendogs or something?
No.
I'm guessing it's not
It's
first
licensed.
party. Yeah.
It's like
sorry.
It's still popular today.
Very.
Diner Dash.
Very popular.
Very popular.
Barbie.
Not Barbie. Not Harvest Moon.
No, it's licensed Nintendo.
Sorry.
I don't want to give up with this many clues.
Yeah, no, I don't want to give up.
Is this a joke and it's Hello Kitty?
It's not Hello Kitty, and it's not a joke. I take this very seriously.
Twin Peaks.
No.
Twin Peaks DS game. It's still around. It's still popular. Is it popular with kids or adults?
Kids.
Kids.
And
Popular.
And some adults, she says.
Such as myself.
Well, if you guys can't guess it, then I'm giving up because I don't know what it is.
I don't know, but I want to play it just by the music.
It is a good song, yeah. My Little Pony.
No.
What is popular with kids that's still around? Some princess game.
No.
Well, I'm done. Are you guys done? Or are you done, Nintendo?
I guess.
We're
Is
done.
it Disney related?
It's not Disney related.
Oh, forget it.
Is it Lego related?
No.
Okay.
You give up?
I guess so.
It was American Girl. Julie Finds a Way.
I didn't even remember they did an American Girl game.
Could you be any of them? Like, I could be
hold on.
Felicity.
This one was Julie Finds a Way. I think Julie was like a newer one.
That was not Tom Petty.
Who the heck is Julie?
Yeah, I think she was like a little bit of a
And how
newer
does she
one.
find a way?
Well, you got to play the game to find out.
So that was from Guy Bones, and it was an American Girl, Julie Finds a Way.
Oh my God. I just opened the Discord and the cover for the game is amazing.
Is scary. She
That
looks
girl's
deranged.
face is terrible.
Well, this next one comes from Jet Jaguar.
Focus, all attacks. This feels like a jazz jackrabbit, but it's not.
It's not.
Is this a portable?
Switch.
Oh, so technically.
Right. Wow, look at you rocking.
Not first party. Right?
No.
I got nothing to place this at all. It's not a Sonic.
No.
It's giving me like Sonic CD vibes, but I know it's not Sonic.
It's making me think of Michael Jackson.
I like it. We got some good songs this week. Oh man, I like this a lot. I don't know. Go ahead.
Spyro Reignited Trilogy.
Oh yeah, it's got that Spyro vibe. God damn it, Crash and Spyro threw me over this week.
I've never played a Spyro game, to be
God,
honest.
yeah, there's something about I don't know how to describe that kind of music, but it's kind of like the music you heard in games when games first started using CDs. It's like
So it's bad. Is that what you're saying?
it's like early. I don't know how to. It's like a whole vibe. Like it's how computer games used, like the music in computer games used to sound. It was like very.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to describe it, but like like Sonic CD, like I was saying, that kind of vibe, or like anything in computers at the time that wasn't a first-person shooter, just has that like. It's I guess it's electronic, but it's very high quality in terms of like the actual quality of the sound. I don't know how to describe it. I'm at a complete loss, but it just sounds like early CD game music to me. That's all I got. I'm sorry. That's all I got.
All right. That was from Jet Jaguar, and it was Spyro Reignited Trilogy. The next one comes from Mikey3319.
Game Boy?
No.
NES?
Yes.
Licensed? Yeah. Sounds like the same company that did Bart versus the Space Mutants. Is the license still around?
Not in recent memory, no.
Monsters in My Pocket?
No.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
No.
Felix the Cat?
No.
Oh, I thought that was going to be it. Cartoon?
No.
No. It's not a cartoon.
No.
What was it, a TV show?
Yep.
Three Stooges?
No.
Addams Family?
No.
What'd you say?
DuckTales?
Nope.
Ren and Stimpy something?
Nope.
It's not a cartoon, guys.
Man, I'm pretty.
So it's live action.
Wait, I thought Ren and Stimpy was live action.
Yeah, it's live action.
Live action TV show, not really around anymore.
Family Ties.
No.
Wait, is it a game show?
No.
Oh, that's a good guess.
All right.
Full House?
No.
Live action, not really around anymore. Did you say Night Court?
Unfortunately, no.
I wish. I feel like we can get this. It's a TV show. It's not a game show. It's live action.
No.
Home Improvement. And they would adapt it for Gilligan's Island.
Yes.
There we go.
Wow.
They made a game out of Gilligan's Island?
You know why I figured out it was Gilligan's Island? Because I thought that exact same thing that you just said. I only found out a couple years ago that there was a Gilligan's Island video game, and I was like, why so many years after the show did they do that? I guess somebody just snatched up the rights to Gilligan's Island for a game for cheap, and they're like, yeah, let's fart it out on the NES.
And boy, did they fart it out. This next one comes from Anastasia Beaverhausen.
This could be first party.
I think it is.
Or it could be Sega.
Let me see.
Sounds like Crash again, the droppable stuff.
Yeah, I get that vibe. I don't think that's it, though.
Or
it's Activision.
Whoa, don't tell us that stuff. I'm sorry, what system?
Switch.
Activision, and it's not Crash Bandicoot, and it's Activision and it's Switch. That's a real... So it's Spyro, or Crash, or... What? Crash Bandicoot Trilogy? Are you saying it's not Crash Bandicoot?
It's not Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, Crash Team Racing.
Yes.
Yeah. Nintendo, you were right. You got it.
Hallelujah.
That was from Anastasia Beaverhausen, and it was Crash Team Racing. This one comes from Ridley Saria.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I did this one just for you.
Just for me?
Yes.
Why don't I know it then? Why would you?
Fragile Cream Dream?
Why would you do it
It's
just
not.
for me? Celeste?
Nope.
I don't recognize it. What system?
Switch.
Luigi's Mansion.
Be a little too dark for Luigi's Mansion.
It's supposed to be scary.
For me, is it a game I played? And I love it? For me?
Giant Reggie says, if they get this, can we stop at 6 out of 9? We can't, because the last song is for the whole crew.
You're killing me here. Why don't I recognize this? Do I listen to this soundtrack a lot? Clearly not.
I think he's listened to music from this.
Is it a franchise?
There's more than one game.
Makes it a franchise. I'm getting something. Something is there. What am I getting? It's not first party.
No.
Oh, you're gonna kill me on this. How long has the franchise been around?
A while, I think.
Nikki Hill said Ori, but I don't
No.
believe it's Ori.
Hollow Knight.
Mm-mm.
Man. Go ahead, I don't know.
Shantae and the Seven Sirens.
I haven't finished that one yet.
Wow. Okay, well, Mr. Shantae.
I haven't finished that one yet.
Don't make excuses. Make good.
So that was from Ridley Saria, and it was Shantae and the Seven Sirens.
To back up Raw Meat, though, I think he watches that with the volume down so that you don't know that he's watching Shantae. What are you doing in there? Nothing.
I do love my Shantae. I gotta go back and finish that game.
And the last song on the 800th podcast comes to us from Wired.
Oh.
Ooh, we all know this one.
Let's let it go a little bit. Wow. I know this. Mom Brain knows this.
I know it.
Nikki Hill knows it. Do knows it. Kirby knows it. Only Nintendo doesn't know it. No.
Super Mario 2, right?
This is Beyond Good and Evil. Mom Brain.
It is.
Yeah. Can't wait for that sequel.
You sound like you don't mean that, Kirby.
What?
Remember, you also have the we got 6 out of 10 according to Autumnal Blake. We have the Netflix
Oh my God,
movie
that's
coming out too.
That's what I predicted the final score would be.
We did it. Nintendo said 8 out of 10. We
I
let
wish
it
it
down.
was 6 out of 9, but I'll take 6 out of 10.
If only Nintendo would have gotten the American Girl song, we could have got a little closer.
I said we would have still not got 8 out of 10.
If you guys had asked me, I probably would have said 6 out of 10.
I believe you, Kirby.
Well, because I didn't want to like overshoot it.
Well, that's it. We did 800. I feel like we did some special stuff for today's show. I thought Family Feud was great. Hearing from you guys is even better. It's very humbling to know what the podcast does for people, which is why we continue to do it. Like I said, we love being here with each other virtually and in person when we can do that. But knowing that people use the show to get through hard times or lonely times or just, on their commute to work or on a jog or on the toilet, who knows? It's very
whether you're on a run or you got the runs.
Right.
We're happy to be with you.
It's yes, it's our pleasure to do the show. Everybody that joined us live, thanks for doing that. Everybody who's listening afterwards, thank you for that too. And next week will be 801. And like I said, I hear Josh is getting some stuff done for next week's show, and maybe we're pondering some new segments that haven't even been talked about yet. There could be things like that. But before we go, I believe Dew has one more rumor for us.
I do. It's very appropriate that it just happened. I just happened to get this information right around a special time in GoNintendo's world, which is an amazing coincidence. This rumor happens to be true.
Oh.
And I don't know if you remember back in the day. Well, I actually do know you remember because we talked about it on the show. For the 100th podcast, we went to Dave & Buster's, and I actually heard from the city of Philadelphia that they are turning that Dave & Buster's into a historic site because of GoNintendo. It's going to be the GoNintendo Memorial Dave & Buster's. And yeah, it's a Christopher Columbus circle. There's going to be a big plaque up and a statue of raw meat
in his underwear.
No, it's just going to be a giant croc.
And don't, because of social distancing, don't try to go there or call them to find out if this is true or not. Just know from me that it is true. And another rumor that just came in right now, it's been an honor for me to be with you guys through all these years and everything. And I'm very lucky to be here and just to get to have fun with you guys every week. So thank you.
I'm sorry. That's not a rumor. That's true.
that one is maybe the truest of them all.
Well, thank you.
That's absolutely true.
Thank you to Kirby and Nikki Hill and Nintendo and Dew and Mom Brain and all the listeners and everybody else along the way. It's been a great 800 episodes. It doesn't feel like 800 weeks. It feels like 800 seconds. And we'll be back next week for 801. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching.
Like 800 years.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye,
everybody.
Goodbye. Kisses.
Now, Mom Brain and I are going to eat this food while you guys just listen to it.
Kate, do not leave now, okay? You left last week.
Oh yeah, hold on.
That
Yes,
wasn't on purpose last week.
Kate,
but-
there are two.
Outside for that cake. I'm standing outside. It's freezing.
Kate,
What's
there
in
are
that
two.
cake?
Kate, there are two
Kate.
things you have to hear about.
Hey, did you know your camera was on this whole time?
No.
I didn't want to say anything before because I didn't want to embarrass you.
Well, no one
it
can see it.
wasn't. Well, I look beautiful.
Kate,
I might have seen you pick your nose once or twice, but that's it.
Kirby and Dew have points that they'd like to bring up with you, Nintendo.
Uh-oh, okay.
Oh, it's nothing serious. But okay, I'll go first because I'm very upset. No, I'm kidding. Kate, last week you said that Paddington 2 was available to watch on Netflix.
Yes.
And I can, I'm pretty sure it is not. I've checked multiple times.
Is it on any on-demand platform? I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Let me go look.
It was on HBO.
You can watch it on
a while
You can watch
ago.
it on Hulu with some kind of subscription to some
I have Hulu.
thing I've
I know
never
I
heard
saw it
of.
on something. My sincere apologies.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think if you had like a TBS subscription, you could watch both of them on Hulu. Because I tried to look it up myself too, but
yes,
ruin people's lives.
it's on TBS and TNT. So if you have a subscription to either of those, you can watch.
Well, so it's on Hulu then, because that's
Yeah.
yes.
on Hulu. All right. Well, that's one. Do you had something else you wanted to bring up with Nintendo?
well, mine, yeah, I wanted to talk about the Undoing with you. I mean, you said that we should reconvene once I've seen it all, but like I don't want to give any spoilers if anyone is the Hugh Grant nut out there.
That there. Well, this is I don't know. It's kind of spoilery. The twist is that there is
Spoil the story.
Yeah, and I kind of liked that.
Yes. Okay.
Because they did everything. You were right. You said that I'd be satisfied, and I was, because I was thinking it was going to be Donald Sutherland the whole time. I was like,
Yeah, well, everybody on the internet was saying that, and I was like, well, that's going to be some big stretch, and then it was all a misdirection to lead you back to what you originally thought. So I kind of like that.
Yeah. So it was good, and I like. You know what? There's like parts of it where it was kind of like these things happened way too quick. I feel like it needed more episodes, but I'm happy that it's only 6 episodes. I think more shows should just be like 6-7 episodes and then it's over. Like no season 2, no BS. I don't care if a lot of stuff's not.
Absolutely agree.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
I can't stand what's her face's terrible accent all the time.
You know what, Nicole Kidman, I like her as an actress usually, and I have to admit, when she's doing an American accent, there's a lot of stuff that sticks out like a sore thumb.
Used to her sounding that way, like she's been in so much stuff where she has a fake American accent, doing it badly. We just believe it now.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Nikki Hill, Autumnal Blake says, thanks for the sweet releases.
You're welcome.
Jesus Christ. And people in the chat are saying we should have on special guests, and I see Wendy Williams being suggested. I do not like Wendy Williams.
She's mean.
I think
she doesn't go with the vibe of the podcast at all.
She's mean and she's flatulent.
If she was just going to come on and fart, yes, but she's not. She's going to be mean Wendy Williams.
Did you answer me?
Oh, crap. She's in the chat, and she is throwing shade. What's up?
Did you tell me what is in this cake? I missed it.
I don't know. Mom Brain's got to tell you.
It is birthday cake with cookies and cream
Ooh.
filling.
I'm just eating the macarons, and they are delicious. What are they?
Oh, is this your first macaron?
Not my first, no, but I only got into them like last year. But they're good. I just had never had them. I didn't know any. I knew about them, but I never had them. They're really good.
We have a great macaron place by us.
I got way into macarons last year.
They're a delight.
Can I just like pull off one of those icing blobs? Did I come off?
Do you want? I'm gonna give you half of one. Are you cool?
Oh yeah, half. Fine. That's great.
I think I might go to Cold Stone to get some Super Mario breakfast or Super Mario.
It's a cereal. Wow.
Go ahead. Yeah, Cold Stone is known for their breakfast items, definitely.
Oh man.
Yeah, Nikki Hill. If you go on My Nintendo right now,
I know you can print out food holders.
It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, so Cold Stone is doing a Nintendo tie-up, and they have Nintendo Mario themed ice cream and stuff. But they're also giving away special Mario themed spoons. And if you go on My Nintendo and you spend 30 platinum points, you can print out Mario themed spoon holders.
Totally worth all those platinum points.
It's really like your points are going to expire, and you're like, well, I got 30 points left. What am I going to spend it on? I guess I'll print out these spoon holders.
Like, I'm going to spend platinum points, and then I'm going to spend all this money on ink to print that stuff out, because it's not like mostly white paper. It makes the whole paper like blue and red.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Coleman says, I think it was only 30 points, but spoon holders are effing dumb. It's a dumb idea. Yeah. If somebody
I'm
likes
really
it, that's
upset
fine.
with
But
that
I don't think
stuff.
I'm going to be like, boy, I can't wait to go on My Nintendo and spend 30 platinum points on spoon holders. After Noob says, what the heck is a spoon holder? Exactly. What is a spoon holder?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing over there. It's almost like, don't even give me the points. I got an email that was like, hey, don't forget to spend your points before they expire.
I got that too.
I've never seen an email like that before, right? So I go in and I'm like, oh, look at all these things I want to buy. The stuff that I want to buy, I don't have enough points for. And then when I look back, it's like, oh, you lost points for not spending them. It's like, well, where was that email earlier? First of all. Second of all, everything else is sold out or unavailable. So I got left with like the greeting cards. So I was like, well, whatever. I'll get these greeting cards. Click on it. They're sold out too. Like usually it says sold out before you even click.
Yeah.
So then it was like, I don't even know what. I think I got like a screensaver or something. Just because it was like you didn't want to lose the points.
Yeah.
But you know what? Put those to let me use the platinum points to buy gold points, and then I'll use them towards games or something.
Here's a question. Why did they expire?
Exactly. Yeah. You know what? Don't make them expire.
Yeah.
I don't even care that the gifts that you can spend them on are crappy. Like I really don't. Just either make them available or make the platinum points not expire.
Yeah, they have some good stuff in there, physical rewards anyway this year. They had some stuff, but yes, it sells out very quickly, and then you're left with points where you got to get a wallpaper or a spoon holder.
Yeah, so do is there anything decent you can buy for like 194 gold points?
No, but multiply that by 20 and you could probably get a spoon holder. I mean, it's ridiculous how expensive some of the stuff is. But I was going for I wanted these coasters. Like, I mean, it's so dumb. Like, I don't need coasters. I was like, oh, let's go the coaster route. Oh, they're sold out. Like, I mean,
Yeah, and
I don't know.
They just did a restock. Like it might have been earlier this week, and that stuff is already sold out again. Colma took a picture and says, "Me waiting for good rewards," and he has 1,840 platinum points.
Damn.
Link Triforce says that's around the amount that he has too. So, yeah,
Well,
unless
don't
you're
worry,
there,
guys, those will disappear in a month. Don't spend them.
I lose 60 points like next month. So apparently, there's no point in any of this.
well, from now on, when those things
ironically, it's pointless.
when those things go live from now on, like the new listings for physical rewards, I will make sure I text you guys so you can have first chance to jump on them.
I appreciate it.
I didn't get anything. I don't even know how many points I got. I didn't get anything.
I didn't see anything.
All
I
right.
didn't see everything.
Well,
I didn't really pay any attention to this until they sent me an email that my points would be expiring soon. So
yeah,
Kate, before you go, because it sounded like you were going to go. Queen's Gambit, that's one for you. You'd
I
like
watched that.
Never mind.
I binged that, but I appreciate it. Yeah. All my friends kept talking about it, and I was like, "What is this even about?" And then once I started it,
it's about chess.
I couldn't stop. I'm trying to think if I'm watching good right now.
no, Kirby. I actually said this the other night. It's about the X-Men Gambit.
Yeah, I was going to say it's about. Oh,
wait. That too.
Ramit, I have a question for you regarding Queen's Gambit.
Yes.
Sort of. Has anyone out there in internet land, has anyone photoshopped what's her name? Anya Taylor-Joy's face so that her eyes are twice as big so that they take up half of her face?
Don't they do that already?
Really? Is that true?
Do and I were just talking. That's the same girl we were talking about last night, right? Do.
Oh yeah, I was talking about it real nice.
Because I was saying her eyes are kind of weird.
They're
because
can I say something? Can I say something that I found funny?
Yeah,
he
go
was
ahead.
and he was being. I was the one that was being insensitive. Kevin Raw Meat was being totally
it's after show, it's fine.
honest and normal, but he was like, I'm not. Her eyes are a little too far apart from me. But you know who I do like? The girl from Game of Thrones who plays Marjorie Tyrell, and I was like, they're both alien looking, but they're both beautiful, weird aliens. I would still be down with both of them.
See, I would say the girl from Game of Thrones. I would say she's got like a like a lion nose or something. There's something weird about her nose that makes me think of the Lion King more than her eyes. But maybe I need to look at her
like
again.
the Disney movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, she's got a Nala nose.
Action.
No, not the live action. She's got a Nala-esque nose.
Also animated.
New season Big Mouth is out. I don't know if people watch Big Mouth, but it's the greatest cartoon to ever cartoon.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Kate. I watched the first season, and I watched like the first few seasons of the second season, and I had to stop because I got so angry with that stupid subplot about the talking pillow.
Yeah, I could do without it, although they do come back in this season.
Oh God!
I do hate.
I couldn't do it. I was so mad. I was like, "This is so dumb." I couldn't get past it though.
I watched the first season and I liked it, but I did hate that talking pillow.
So just skip those episodes because it's great.
Well, I don't know which ones to skip though.
Kate will make you. Kate will make you Kate's guide to Big Mouth and tell you what episodes to watch.
And I'll give you the time stamps for when.
Kirby's guide to Big Mouth. Listen, what we all need to be talking about is The Mandalorian, because that's what everybody should be watching.
Yeah, I don't have Disney Plus, but I have something important to say.
Go ahead.
Well, first off, yesterday Wolfwalkers came out on Apple Plus.
Yesterday I played solitaire and it was great.
Wait a minute, you have Apple TV Plus, but not Disney Plus?
Well, because I have 3 months of Apple Plus TV Plus or whatever it's called. Because I got a new phone and it gave me, or maybe it's a year, I don't know, but it gave.
Let's give Mike our Disney Plus for the Fortnite
I have
thing.
offered before and he would not accept.
Dude,
Fortnite, that sounds fun.
No, you don't. No, you don't have to play Fortnite. We're talking about getting you like a month of Disney Plus so you can watch the Mandalorian.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the Fortnite deal.
Blake did it for you, Kirby. If you look in the Discord.
Kirby, there you go.
What does it say?
It's got the girl with double the eye size.
Oh man, I wish I was in the Discord now.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Oh my God.
It's great to talk to all you guys, but I do miss like being in the Discord and like, chatting with everyone and like sharing stupid GIFs. That was
well, you can still do it on your phone.
I know, but like I'm bad at like doing like all those things at once.
Well, don't you worry. I'm sending it to you right now, courtesy.
But the thing that I really wanted to say is that we've been going for over 2 hours, and there has not been one downvote on YouTube yet.
That's because the show didn't end
that's
yet.
Right. It's amazing.
The show didn't end yet. You got to switch over to the archive version.
Oh, yeah, once it's over.
I thought when you said when it goes live, somebody automatically.
When the archive version goes live, yes.
Oh, okay.
What was I going to say? I don't remember. Yes,
but
Mandalorian.
I'm willing to bet that person didn't listen.
I don't. Either way, they didn't listen. Yeah.
Are you saying something, dude?
Is everybody up to date on Mandalorian?
Dude, are you the one that?
Well, I still have to.
That downvotes it.
No, I would. Come on, I would never in the history of the world waste my time with that.
I
would
believe
feel
that,
but I wouldn't waste the time.
I believe that.
Early GoNintendo days, I created a completely different login just to troll raw meat.
Now that I believe.
My name was Anonymous.
Oh no! After noobs, don't worry. After noobs. You're not going to get any Mandalorian spoilers, I promise.
I'm worried too after noobs because I haven't seen the last episode either, but Kevin just can't stop talking about it.
I have not said a single thing about this episode other than there's an episode. But here's what happens. All right, that's it. We're done here. Episode 800. I got to eat this cake. Mom, bring cake. Scale 1 to 10 real quick. 12 out of 10. Excellent.
It looks delectable.
It is. Oh no! It's getting worse in the Discord. Kirby, I'm sending you another.
Are you going to leave the rest of that cake outside for just hobos and animals?
Are you? Is this your way of saying you're going to come to our deck and eat the cake?
I don't know. Is there going to be cake outside?
I
Sure.
love the cadence in the way you talk and just the way your mind thinks, Mike, is so great. It's kind of like you're figuring out like you're hearing what you're going to say at the same time that everyone else hears it, and I just love that.
There is no one can make something funny with their cadence like Mike can. You are exactly right. His cadence.
Well, that's 100% how I feel.
His cadence, it's like he's being surprised by what he's saying. That's exactly right.
I'm telling you, you got to listen to that Reese Darby podcast because he does the same thing, and like he'll go on, and they'll even call him out, and be like, "You have no idea where this is going." And he's like, "I don't," and he.
Mike, go to a Trader Joe's, go to the dumpster. It's full of mango Joe's.
Yes. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out for episode 800. We love all you guys. We will be here next week. Rest, relax, play some games, hang out with friends and family safely, virtually, responsibly, whatever you're doing. Yeah, and take it easy. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Love you guys. Goodbye. See ya.
All right, we're done for real.